Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Monday, so you know what that means. That means we get another week kicked off with WWE RAW here tonight at the Wrestling for Life Network. It's going to be a fun one. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into, so blow up that chat. Be a friend, tell a friend, click all the links, and make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and at it again, folks. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you Raw tonight, the go-home show for Crown Jewel. We got a crazy schedule this week. Lots of wrestling, lots to talk about. Big shows left, right, and center. And hopefully tonight is a good one. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. Like I said, click all the buttons. Be a part of the family. Be a part of the shows. Be a part of all the fun, folks. It's going to be a good time. And like I said, we got tons of wrestling coming your way. But if you don't know who we are, me and this pretty face, well, I am Mr. Evernight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, my guy, we got the go-home show for Crown Jewel. We've got CM Punk back, the first time we've seen him since WrestlePalooza. We've got the Tribal Chief OTC back. And allegedly rumor going around that we're setting up for him versus Bronson, maybe a stip match at Crown Jewel.
Yeah, he's opening the show, so we'll see how that turns out. I feel like they've been building towards Roman and Bronson. Maybe Bronson's the first one off the list, and then he moves up the chart to Braun Breaker before he gets into Seth. So it'll be very interesting how this one opens up. Does he get interrupted? Does someone else come out? I could expect a Paulie to come out. So it'll be very interesting how this plays out here tonight. Setting up Crown Jewel. I mean, we haven't seen some other prevalent faces that are supposed to be on the show tonight. So we'll see how the go home show goes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been a terrible weekend for me to be a sports fan and everything. So hopefully Raw can put a bit of a smile on my face and all that. But yeah, 100%. Well, and we also, though, we know that we're getting Roman starting it off, which means we're probably also going to get Roman ending the show because that's normally how Raw goes.
It could be a possibility. They like to thread through. Are we going to get Roman in a match, or will he just come out and set something up and leave, come back later maybe, depending on what else is going on? I don't want to see another Vision main event, unfortunately for them. We're getting a lot of that on both shows right now. I don't know if it's the best choice. But, I mean, hopefully the show is good. Folks out there, give my friend some love. He's had a rough weekend. It's been a rough go. Big hug to Big Nick.
It sucks to be a Yankees fan living in New England and doing the show with a Blue Jays fan, and then on top of that, then the Bills lose to the goddamn Patriots.
Man, on the members only yesterday, one of the last things you were like, "Well, at least I got the Bills to cheer me up."
And I said it though on that stream too, and I said it again before we went live. Real quick on the Bills. I hate that we played to the level of our competition. All due respect to the Patriots. You played good, but I hate that we're a favorite to be a Super Bowl winner. We've got the former MVP on our team. We should be playing at a higher level, and it shouldn't always come down to Josh having to play hero ball. There you go. That's my rah coach speech.
Listen, I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. It's definitely a rough day in your sporting world, but hopefully the wrestling can cheer us up. We're back at the regular time tonight, folks. I see that chat filling up already. We will go live in just over 20 minutes. We will say hello to the chat. Don't forget, we take a prediction for every single match. We take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. So be around for that. And again, we got lots. There's no shortage of stories to talk about coming out of this weekend, Nick, going into this week. I don't even know where to begin. You got anything on your mind?
Escobar. I mean,
apparently his contract expires at midnight.
The witching hour. He turns back into a lucha. He turns back into a pumpkin. Would it be oh so fitting with the? I still don't know if Bandito's actually hurt or not. But if he was
Rumor
to
is he is.
replace, right? Yes, I know, but he's still advertised for the match. So
That's true.
it would be insane if on Tuesday, head-to-head title Tuesday, of Bandito can't make it, but I've got a replacement. Santos Escobar, or whatever name he's going to be going by, walks right out there. Then they can literally do the meme off between him and Andrade.
Put them in a team together, and you have the 27th member of the Don Callis family officially back with the company. So we'll see what this means. But yeah, I mean, if Santos becomes a free agent, I mean, he's been a lower mid guy. I don't want to hear this stuff about trips fumbled. I mean, I liked Escobar. We liked Escobar. We supported him. But again, is it like, oh my God, earth shattering if he moves on with all the other names that we're trying to get TV time for? Maybe not. So I wish him well. I hope we get to watch him. It would make sense to him for him to connect with CMLL, and for some of these guys we just saw with Andrade, that AAA CMLL rivalry matters to them. Like there's family, there's lineage there. So the idea of working like, hey, go to Mexico to be in AAA for some of the guys, it's no bueno.
Well, I was actually just going to halfway bring that up, and because I didn't know fully which kind of where his loyalties lied, I'd say. I didn't know if they would do something like that. Of now, some of these guys just backdoor of, oh, you work for TNA now. Now you work for AAA. You don't work for us, but we're splitting the books here a little bit.
Yep. And again, I mean, it will be very interesting how this all works out. There's been a lot of moving parts out in the wrestling world nowadays. And yeah, like, I mean, very interesting where like his whole faction could end up in TNA with them. Maybe they all move on. It'll be very
does this screw over Berto and Garza and everything? Like, does this end the whole LWO kind of angle and story and everything?
Yeah, I think like it's hard to say because it's not like they're super relevant and they lost their leader. Now what do we do? They're okay. And they weren't featured a lot. So even if Berto and Angel went missing, I don't know how much that changes much. I like them, but not everybody.
They were used more in AAA. They weren't used on like the main roster anymore.
Yeah, I mean, again, that would be an interesting opportunity. And I mean, that is some of the idea behind having these other companies and these other spots that people can fall. They don't necessarily all jump in AEW. Escobar showing up. We saw Andrade come back last week. Big rumor is that it's Dakota Kai that's going to answer Mercedes.
But she's not from Florida. She's from New Zealand. We all know this, Tony. If you want everyone to be smart marks, we know she's not from Florida.
Yeah, and I think they're leaning on, and it's the same thing. Somebody like we had brought up Britt Baker. Like, where does Britt Baker live? And somebody said, well, she's from Pittsburgh. Yeah, Dakota's not from Florida, but I think they're going with like a Florida resident. Like Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho going to answer.
Chris Jericho could show up. Chris Jericho's wife. It's Jackal. It's a Jackal. It's so. When you look at that card, and this might be a side tangent. When you look at that card, that doesn't feel like something you're trying to stack up next to Invasion Showdown at the OK Corral. That feels like you've just all but packed it in. Like, and we've even seen now Alvarez, all the Meltzer, all the normal cheerleaders even say, "What is this?"
Yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about it, and I mean, even for people that we often observe as being biased. I mean, even they can't go this far. And I know you and I see our plethora of the diehards that have just drank all the Kool-Aid, and they are so desperate in need of this to be a good thing. But what we get a street fight, Hurt Syndicate, and the demand that'll be fun. Should be messy. We'll see how it goes. Not crazy excited for it, but it's something. Brodito with Bandito up in the air. Double Jeopardy elimination match, taking on the Don Callis family with Okada and Takeshita. I'm not thrilled about this match either. This is not scary.
I almost liked it until they added the weird extra stipulation to it, which to me kind of feels like they're covering up something, whether it is Bandito actually hurt or whatever. Because it's the whole, if Okada and Takeshita win, then they get a tag title shot, which is so it's a title eliminator. But
Well,
if
I thought it
someone,
was an
if
actual
Brody,
title match. That's terrible.
yeah, and then it's if Brody or Bandito, whichever one of them pins say Okada, they get
Right.
a title match with him. When the
Yeah.
feud is Takeshita and Okada, I
See,
don't even get why they're going after the tag titles unless it's just to have that
Mhm.
confrontation. You could have just left that alone. Make it
Yeah.
a title match if you wanted to, like you
Yeah,
said.
just make it a title
Just
match.
leave it. Just leave it.
Don Callis pulled some strings, but you don't need this title match to continue the issues between Takeshita. You put them in there with a couple jobbers. Put them in there with fucking, Mac Daddy and Danny Garcia. I don't care who you stick them in the ring with, but you give them opportunities to be around each other and lead to that tension. But you don't need to put them in the title picture. You're mucking up your title picture. Your trios division. I mean, I've seen a lot of people right now. And, I think there's a lot of excitement for TNA versus NXT. And I've seen people try and shoot it down and foo-foo it. But at the end of the day, Nick, I mean, like you said, Title Tuesday, there's one official title on the line,
I
which
was
is
just going to say there's one
TBD.
title on a show called Title Tuesday, and it's probably going to be middle of the card,
Yeah.
and it's Kyle versus Kyle 2.
Yeah, and to me, I don't quite get why we're getting Kyle versus Kyle too. With everything else that's been going on, this feels out of left field. Like Mark Briscoe beat MJF, who has a contract to challenge for the title. What did that get Mark Briscoe? What benefit did beating MJF on a pay-per-view get Mark Briscoe?
He fell back in line with the conglomerate.
Like, I don't get it. What are we doing? Like, and there's kind of things like that where, like, Ishii, Moxley, you seriously on Title Tuesday, where you want to flex a little and go, look, we're good too. You book Moxley and Ishii, and I get it. The diehards are like, it's still amazing. What?
They're going for the title of who will sell the least.
Yeah, they're going to slap each other 700 times in a 16-minute match. It is going to be insanely bullshit.
You could start that match at the start of the show and just have it going on in the background while the other matches still happen. They just be forearming each other and chopping each other.
Right? And like we have odd little moments, and we're going to get to the chat and say hello, everybody, and we are going to set up Raw. But yeah, it is a hot topic right now is what's going to happen tomorrow. The other thing a lot of people were talking about were Collision, a lot of weird things, ratings not great. Two of your women at the top of your division laying in the ring, petting each other's face as they cut promos. To me, not my favorite look. I thought that was really, but it's Tony and she's crazy. No, I mean, if you had like Io Sky and Kyrie laying in the ring, rubbing each other's face while cutting a promo, people would have a lot, to say about that.
Is it worse than Io's bad acting?
Well, it's up there because it looks really
it's close. It made you pause.
Right? It's up there. It's maybe not equal, but it's up there. It's equal. It's differently bad, and it was just weird takes and weird looks. But nonetheless, I hope it's a good show. I just feel like Tony Khan's not putting things on paper that connect, that makes sense. We talked about it last week. Kenny got beat up by Kyle, came back in and is in a match with the Bucks, and like none of this adds up. Nothing. A plus B equals holy fucking shit in this company, and I don't get it. And I think the other show has got a lot to be excited about.
Does it feel like a band that's trying to go back to how it used to jam out and everything and doesn't exactly remember how they used to jam out and everything? Like they're trying to make like OC work again and Kenny's and all this shit. And Okada's still trying to be a thing. But they just don't all ever fucking connect to anything great. And you can see the pieces are there. They just can't put A and B together.
Yeah. And I know the fan base thinks, everyone hates it. No, we all see, wow, you have a lot of talent that you're fucking squandering. And again, I think tomorrow, like you said, did he just say, screw it, we can't win, we're just going to throw a softball out there?
It's Title Tuesday and it has one title match on it.
Yeah. Is it like, pitching like the Yankees, just throwing out softballs?
Oh, I can't even counter it. That's what makes me the maddest. But yeah, it is. Well, like I said, and last thing before we say hi to the chat, it feels like this when you have the cheerleaders even saying they're going to lose before, like last week, then you know it's going to be a thing. Like when the cheerleaders are having issues with the card, that's when it's a problem.
Yeah, it becomes very interesting when, again, there's been people out there that no matter what you do, they think it's great, and even they're wavering. You've already chipped away. We've seen other podcasters, AE Dub, AE Dub. Oh my God, what's going on? I can't believe this. And the fan base turns on them. Now, your biggest pom pom swingers out there are starting to say, oh, this isn't good. So, I mean, it'll be very intriguing.
Right. Well, speaking of intriguing, let's say hi to the intriguing people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome again. Be a friend, tell a friend, take this link, share it anywhere you know people watch wrestling. Let's blow this channel up. Let's keep the numbers moving. Let's get triple digits here with us tonight as we rock and roll. Still about 12 minutes away from the start of Raw. Shout out to Spaz, Mega, MDB, top 3 from Friday. Congrats to them. That's your XP points in the chat. So the more you chat, the super stickers, super chats are bonus. Get in there, get your points, get on the top of the board. And a $10 super chat to open us up, Nick.
Rita, I was driving myself crazy over a work thing that might happen today. Today it didn't happen, but I did my head in all weekend. The moral of the story, be nice to yourself and let yourself breathe. Fair enough. I think you kind of got me part of the way there, Spaz, but absolutely.
Yeah.
Worry about you. Focus on you. It's okay to pause for the cause.
Well, thank you for the super chat. And the analogy I always use, Spaz, if you're up in that plane and you're white knuckling it, the plane's either going to land or crash. Doesn't matter what you do. So you might as well enjoy the ride. It's either going to land or not. So don't let tomorrow's stress fuck up a really good day today.
That's a good way to put that.
Right. Bradley gifted another gift, the giver of gifts. We're going to have to do a recount to see what number we're
He's
at.
giving out memberships like the Yankees give up runs.
Well over 100 memberships given out by Bradley. Thank you as always, sir. I'm sure that might be in honor of the Blue Jays, but I'll read. But Mega in here. Nick, how's your Yankees doing against the Jays?
I this point have just given up. I have given up hope. I said it on the members only stream. We are down 2 games in a 5-game series. We have to win 3 straight for us to win the series.
Yeah.
We have given up over 10 runs in each of those games. I'm really hoping this is just a wake-up call to the organization of something got to give here. We can't keep being the fucking bridesmaid all the goddamn time.
Well, it's hard to hear that speech from a Yankees fan who's had more trophies than we care to talk about.
I understand that, but we were in the World Series last year and everything. Like, I'll give the Blue Jays credit. What?
In the playoffs this year, that's good.
More you and your moral victories.
I mean, you did something. Did you see the clip where where A-Rod tries to we got 7 runs, maybe that's a good thing, and Ortiz was just like, you could be in the lineup, he could be in the lineup, Bambino could be in the lineup, God could be in the lineup. They're in trouble. They're screwed.
I have to agree with it, and that's
I'm nervous. I got PTSD as a Toronto fan.
That's like what you were saying though. With it's a moral victory. That's woohoo. We got 7 runs in 1 inning. That's because we were down 13.
It's crazy what they're doing though. So shout out to the Jays, and we're looking forward to Tuesday. We'll be back here tomorrow. Title Tuesday and Game 3 in the Bronx.
At this point, like I said, I'm a Blue Jays fan now because I know we're not going to win this series. I expect we'll maybe win 1 game. Honestly, that would be a moral victory for us if we won 1 game in this goddamn series. Because, like I said, we need to fix whether it's the pitching, the bullpen, whether we need to finally get rid of Aaron goddamn Boone or something. So
I don't know, man.
This isn't going to 5 games. Sorry.
Before
you started it.
Nick's getting emotional. Zach, welcome back. National Orange Wine Day. I can't honestly say I've ever had orange wine.
Is that not just?
But it's got a
is that Sunny D? Is that what Sunny D was?
Right. Welcome back, Zach. Eric back with us as always. Everybody's talking about it. KJ's seeing KJ's Yankees and Nick's Bills go down this past week. It's his Yankees and his Bills. Mine are good.
Yeah. Trust me, again, I do the show with you. We do the channel together. And so I already have to deal with that. And then on top of that, I live in New England, so not exactly Bills Mafia country.
No, and I'm sure the Red Sox, especially after putting them out, are just the Red Sox fan are just more than happy to tell a Yankees fan how good it is to give up 23 runs in 2 games.
Oh yeah, the image that you sent me of the Blue Jays shitting all over the Yankees cap and everything. My neighbor said that to me too, and she's a Red Sox fan.
So mean.
It is what it is. Acceptance. I'm in that stage of grief of acceptance.
What's up, Kev? What's up, Jose? No, it's back to regular 8 p.m. We are about just under 8 minutes away from the start of Raw here tonight. Tomorrow, 7:45. Wednesday, crickets. Thursday, the preview and prediction show for what are we doing on the weekend? Bound for Glory and Crown Jewel. Yes. 8 p.m. on Thursday. SmackDown. Listen carefully. SmackDown, 8 a.m. We go live at 7:30 a.m. Grab your cereal, saunter over with your PJs, and join us for a little early morning wrestling. I almost choked on that. But Saturday, we're back early in the morning, and then Monday, early in the morning again. Sunday night, Bound for Glory, 6 p.m.
And that is 7:30 Eastern time. So, like, if you're in the West Coast and everything, that's like 4:30 in the morning and all of that, which I thought we were going 7:30 because of Invasion, but we can talk about that. But also, I do want to just
7:30 tomorrow.
Right. I do want to just give a big, quick, extra shout out to Jose out there, man. Hooked me up with one of the Wyatt Six Halloween Horror Nights shirts and everything like that. And he waited politely until after I'd already, reimbursed him for the shirt to mention that he included some stuff from his VIP package at AEW intentionally for me. So we'll see what those are and everything.
Amazing. Let's go.
Well, and he was out there with the KJ's bald sign and everything.
I love it. I absolutely appreciate it, Jose. An absolute legend in our books for taking a sign to the show. KJ is bald was hilarious. And then just actually seeing our name on TV is always fun. So, yes, let's go.
And on AEW to prove, folks, that we don't hate the shows.
Right? We do. Cherokee George, welcome back. National Coaches Day. Let's go. Mad Hatter Day. Okay. We're Mad Hatters in a way.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Cherokee? C Money's back with us. Ken, welcome back. Tony Hayes in the house. Christian Power, shouting out the Blue Jays. I'm looking forward to another pipe bomb by Punk, who's supposed to be here tonight. Josh is back. Dennis is back. Richard is back. Crimson, which is Ronan. 316. Cindy Lauper's Las Vegas residency starts the week after WWE's WrestleMania 2026 Hall of Fame. There you go. Let's get Cindy in the Hall of Fame. Make it a hashtag 316. Let's go.
I hadn't heard that theory, and I dig it.
Deserves to be in there technically. I mean, let's be real.
For sure. WrestleMania isn't a thing without her, respectfully.
Absolutely. Jose, we got you back to regular scheduled program. Boston, what's up? Speaking of Bostonians, this one's for you.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, I think someone told you last night the game would be a one-score close game. I can't remember who it was, though. Yes, Boston, I have to come to you hat in hand and everything, which no one wants to see me without the hat off. But yes, I all day I could think of was Boston in the chat. The hockey draft.
Right.
Well, you beat us by a field goal last time we faced, so it's going to be a close game. And I was like, yeah, no, well, we got this, and we got this.
It really was a case of they beat themselves. And that, I think, is what pisses you off as a fan. They had no reason. They had ample opportunity to make up for some of the early mistakes and get a dub, but they beat themselves, and that's the unfortunate part when they're supposed to be a good team. And they are, but can't ride one horsey all the way to the finish.
That's the thing, is we play to the level of the competition.
Absolutely. Paul becoming a member for 22 months. Wow.
Yo.
Let's go. That's like a misdemeanor in some places. Not a baseball guy, but I seen 2 shirts online. One was a bird pooping on it. Everyone's seen the bird in the hat. The other, BJ is better than a Yank. Facts. Let's go.
I almost kind of want the shirt. BJ is better than a Yank. That is a good one. That is clever.
Come to the Rub and Zug, folks. Let's go.
The
So we
rub
got
it to
3
Zug.
minutes, Nick. Wrestling Proud, MDB, the Knee Pad Patrol's on the loose. Damien, the leader of the Hopium Tribe. Lindsay's back with us. How you doing, Lindsay? Paul, we got you. Spaz, we already said your name. Guardian, Anthony, Dale the OG, letting people know what's up. Alan, as always, very inquisitive. Welcome back. Richard, good to see ya. Mega, always a pleasure. Yeah, I mean, everyone's got a couple topics top of mind right now, so we'll see if it transitions with a little bit of wrestling, as we are about 3 minutes away from that. Dun-dun. I don't know if I missed anybody. Vance is with us. Dennis.
Did you get Bernard? What's up, y'all? They got
Bernard!
to add more matches to the Crown Jewel card. Well, right now we've got 4 matches. I think they with them. Allegedly, they might add a 5th tonight.
Right? Yeah, I can imagine that added. They need to get to 6. 4 is not enough, and 5's not great. I mean, 6, I get it, but there's nothing wrong with if you can't handle getting 6 matches on the card, then how exciting are the good weekly shows being if they're building to what?
I can't argue. That's the thing. 6 is kind of the golden number. I can't really argue that whole. Well, then you give the matches more time and they have more significance. But at the same time, 6 is kind of the bare minimum. 6 to 8 is kind of that Goldilocks pocket.
It just feels like there's not enough to get into. Even if you like a couple matches, that's it. Right? It's like
it doesn't feel like a pay-per-view. Like, I bet you it's probably 1 or 2 matches at most, if anything, more than what we get on a Raw.
Fair enough. Sean, who I'm mad at right now, but what's up? Let's go, buddy. Good to see this man's out here drafting all my team. But always a pleasure, Sean.
This shows you we're in the presence of great minds, folks. Just shows you we're in the presence of great minds.
He was, I swear to you, no bullshit. It wasn't the person right, but it was Sean. Every time I'm like, oh, who grabbed that guy? Reeds. Mr. Reeves.
So yeah, you're Roman Reigns out here. You got a problem with Reed?
Right. Let's go. Billy Sellers. I feel like it's been a minute, sir. Welcome back, Anthony Stevenson. Do you think that Seth is going to turn face again? Drama with Paul now. I think it would be too quick, right?
I don't see Paul where that works. No, I don't think that there's any issue. I think it works out to where we said that this was going to maybe be a thing once they kind of had Seth with the injury and everything, and they introduced Becky. You get Seth and Becky that are kind of your Hunter and Steph, and then you have Paul Heyman that's with the Brawns that kind of are, I don't want to say the second tier, but they kind of do their own thing versus Seth and Becky.
Yeah, and I mean, they'll interact and they'll intertwine for sure. With about 10 seconds to go, we do start the show with Roman tonight, folks. Punk's going to be in the building. Maxine's going to take on Becky. Roxanne's going to take on Lyra. And that's all we know. Get your merch. We shirt people.
Right. I'm wearing some of the merch. And also, still, Jose was wearing some of the merch, too, when he was out there. I'm amazed he got that through security. Well, he had to slide it underneath Cody Rhodes.
Right.
Shirt.
Kevin Nash is fuming over, he says, our drastically reduced WWE royalty checks in the Hall of Fame. Was he? I didn't hear. I saw the headline. I didn't click on it. Is he mad that he's getting less royalty? The man hasn't done much.
I haven't heard neither here nor there, as I got a Netflix logo. I got a then. Okay. Whoa. Now? Are we good? Do I need a hiccup?
I think we're really close. You can sync up at home, folks, forever. That was quick.
Yeah.
As we come
together.
Yep.
There we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can play along at home. We will be your alternative commentary. We will be the update that you need for all the wrestling action. Levi, welcome back. I need some shock and awe. I love WWE, but it's been kind of meh for me lately. I don't even watch AEW. Yeah, I think I would agree in the sense of we've had a lot of good, not great, and AJ Lee was a big moment, so we don't want to be too greedy as far as a fan base goes. But yeah, kind of like not a lot story wise. It's been real big. We kind of just follow along, right? A B.
That's the biggest thing. I don't need shock and awe as far as somebody debuts, somebody returns, anything like that. I need more, just more like good storylines that have kind of more fleshed out. Like AJ Lee came back and we've kind of dropped it. Like I said,
Yeah,
we haven't seen CM Punk since WrestlePalooza.
yeah. No, we haven't seen that. I mean, we've talked about Roman's in and out. John Cena is kind of quiet right now as we build for whatever. Apparently, his final opponent has been selected, according to the dirt sheets.
Why does that sound like the Hunger Games?
Right? I volunteer as tribute.
There's Gunther. Well, as we're getting a replay of last week, do you think that there's going to be any issue between Jimmy and Roman and Jay, and now with that whole situation?
It definitely feels like it. Would it be like the crazy thing if like Jay or Jimmy, most likely Jimmy, I think, says fuck it and joins with Seth and the crew? But I don't. Oh, that was a nice edit job. Do you see that? Like they did the egg shape around Paul's head.
Well, I mean, is that just around his head, or is that just his head?
It's his halo. But
right.
Yeah, could Jimmy be the reason why Roman loses to Bronson at Crown Jewel? Does Jimmy join for it? Would Jay be a shock? Like before Jay cools down, you know what? We're gonna really shock the world, and he's gonna go after him. But have we been there, done that?
We've been there, done that, and it doesn't make sense to me. I think Jay's kind of getting halfway positioned almost, where they're kind of working with that whole you're set up to be the next tribal chief once Roman kind of moves on. I don't know. Jimmy's the one that I've heard floated around of he may turn heel. I don't know about Join's division, but
yeah,
I still don't know how we're gonna go with it. It's interesting. I'll give it that.
And a huge pop to open the show, folks. The music hits, the crowd goes wild, already chanting his name before the sound hit. And I agree with you, MDB. Not every match should be a 10-15 minute burner. You can get away with smart, shorter matches. And there's a pecking order. Like it used to be the case of like you get a couple shorter matches to open the show, right? Not the prelim guys didn't go like match one wasn't a 25-minute burner. The main event guys would have been pissed if you did that back in the day. So times have changed, yes, but you can build to stuff. If everybody goes 25 strong, then who's special?
That is a bit of it, yeah, because you would have those matches that go, 10 minutes, in between 10 and 15 minutes versus you got every match that goes minimum 25, and that's not including the 5 minutes per entrance.
Yeah, right. But here comes Roman, smirk on his face. We show people. I'm gonna add that to the
Roman Reigns.
Right.
Have you acknowledged your tribal chief today? Have you acknowledged your tribal stream? Have you made sure you hit that bell notification? Because we're going to be here at like 8 a.m. at the ass crack of dawn covering wrestling here live, folks. You want to make sure you hit that notification. So it will be your alarm clock. You'll just wake up to KJ screaming in the air, "We are live."
It's going to be interesting. I'm not known as a morning person. So this could be very interesting. Like the show's better get off to a hot start or I'm going to be miserable.
This is where I bring up that I work at like 5 a.m. and everything.
Yeah,
so I don't have a choice but to be, I guess, a person. I'm not a morning person or a night person, I guess.
Put on a good show. And here, I'll be 100% honest. If I was to, my take on Raw and SmackDown for that matter is they've been good, not great. their big holy shit moments have been good moments, but maybe not. Like, I mean, outside of AJ Lee might be the exception to that. But even things like Becky turning didn't really like bump the needle the way you'd expect it to. It's been a lot of good, not great.
Yeah, I always just wonder if it's that little bit of how we've gotten so much that we expect it to constantly be like, oh my God, and Karrion Kross showed back up. And, we
Right.
had that whole run to where everything was a huge moment for a bit.
Right.
Are we okay with maybe kind of letting some shit flesh out?
A little bit, I think so. And I do want to see, like, again, I think the formulaic style of things, Paul comes out in the opening and then the Visions in the
That
main
we can
event.
call where this segment's going to be in the main event later tonight and everything.
Yeah.
Already.
Roman Reigns, Jose saying they didn't say anything to me, brother, about the shirt. He wore it in normally. To my brother. I thought he was calling you brother. I had no
me,
problem with the
brother.
shirt, brother.
Yeah, no, he was out there with his brother even because even,
Yeah.
he's got that family hookup of to where even his brother was out there wearing the shirts.
I smiled huge when I could make out the shirts, and I was like, Jesus, let's go.
Yeah, I now I want to see if there was a picture with the AW title belt and a fuck Meltzer shirt
Right, we
underneath
gotta
it,
start flipping
especially
through.
done in Punk style, the Chicago style.
Right.
Oh.
OTC. And they're just milking the crowd right now, folks. Spaz throwing down another $5. 5-match cards are okay on weekends with multiple big shows on their own. Way too not muchy. Texas.
Acknowledge me.
So they go nuts.
Well, he's found. I know I'm not exactly of the generation that uses Aura regularly as the lights go down.
Oh shit.
But if there is a man that personifies Aura in pro wrestling, much like his cousin Dwayne did, it is Roman Reigns right now.
Oh, for sure. And he is interrupted by Bronson's own music.
By just Bronson with the tribal thief. Now, I know I've
like
been
that
pitching.
shirt. That's a
dope that is dope. And two, I like
Let's
the one
go.
with the shoes. I know that I've been more pitching for Roman versus Braun. You've been kind of the advocate for Bronson versus Roman.
Yeah, I like Bronson a lot, even if Bronson's like the first step. And then he goes after, he has to deal with Breaker next, sorry. But Bronson has been kicking the shit out of him. And it's a big leap up. Like, you want to make a guy feel like a Paul Heyman guy? Tell him to fuck up Roman and have him keep doing it until Roman answers back. So, to me, win or lose, we're really trying to establish Bronson as one of those guys in that upper mix.
Well, I'll give you credit with that. Of this, very much, you're having a match with Roman, and you're allegedly going to be the main event.
Yeah.
But you didn't hear that from me. But even that you're going to be out there and you're going to be in Australia. Does he get over in Australia, or is it the New Zealand issue? But I felt like we've also kind of already done Bronson versus Roman because he won. He took the shoe of follows and was throwing it. Right. And then Bronson just broke all his ribs again.
Well, and then again, led to the tag match. And now you got Paul doing the talking for Bronson, which is great for Bronson. But yeah, I mean, as far as standing alone, taking on one of the biggest guys and kind of hyping him up, I think it's good for him. I think that's Roman as being a veteran guy. Roman's got to be doing this with some of the up and comers. And sometimes we talked about it. The Vince, some of the old guard didn't put the young guys over, didn't put the guys over when they should have. Bray Wyatt, but they make those mistakes. And I think this is a better vibe for that. Is you want your new and fresh talent to feel special.
Well, and it's also help establishing him as a top guy, which they've kind of been doing with that whole tag team and everything. That's why they're having main event matches with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes and all that.
Yeah. But we are spoiled. That's the truth. Not every show is going to be the best ever. No booker in history has ever been able to do that. I find that we watch everything like in a microscope. So like this show people don't really look at what happened last week or the week after. It's just you could have had the best show in company history last week, but if this show sucked, they suck. It's very in that microscope. Same thing with segments, right? Like we've seen it go both ways. Of really bad show, crazy thing happens, the show's suddenly amazing. SmackDown, we have a good SmackDown, they botched the main event, show sucks.
This is why we had, shout out Ringsider Anthony, as he kind of coined it, the microwave society. And on top of that, just we work in this law of absolutes, of you are either absolute the best or you are absolute trash. There is no in between. There is no 8s. There is no 5s. There is none of that.
Right, you're a 1 or a 10. Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
As Bronson gets the mic,
Roman Reigns,
big boos, and he does the old head snap at them.
And it instantly just boo. Well, because you had Heyman invoking, the Samoan cookouts, and because he's always played that whole, I almost know your family better than you do.
Right. Oh, so he says your father never stretched it out. Your uncle never stretched it out. But you stretch it out. Oof.
Hands.
Good old days of having wrestling to come back without knowing the date. Social media messes up wrestling. Social media is a bad place for you. And again, if you understand that if you can tell yourself that's 5% of the wrestling community, then it's easier to digest. But ultimately, it does make wrestling look like all wrestling sucks, all wrestling's not good, all wrestling. And here, they never surprise us. Oh, but guess who's backstage? Help me.
If kayfabe was killed, then why do we still debate over Karrion Kross's contract situation? If kayfabe was killed, why do we still debate over injuries and shit? Why does Seth Rollins able to pull the wool over everybody's eyes?
Right? Well, and we've seen a couple people call Dave, good old Uncle Dave out for being a bullshitter.
We can talk about that in a minute. But I was listening to Roman out there, and he's even, you didn't know my father. That dumbass beside you did. There's no wise words coming.
Bronson versus Reigns bores me. This isn't doing anything for me. That's unfortunate. I think it's perfectly good. I'm in. I got no issue with this.
2 bulls going at it, and I think it's going to really, like you were saying, help elevate Bronson Reed to feel like he's up on that. I don't want to say fully that status, but in that stratosphere.
Right. And I mean, for me, if you beat Bronson and then you turn your attention to Breaker, and then eventually you get through Breaker, then you get back to Seth, and we might be in a certain season that might set up a match that we were waiting for.
Yeah. Oh, stretcher out. Well, I see everybody saying stretcher match stipulation. Did they?
Yeah, not officially. An ambulance match?
It seems like that would be the way that they're leading if they're mentioning it so much in the promo. Ambulance match, maybe. Big dog.
Who, what, when, where, why?
Sunday. Throw ya. In a match that Bronson Reed made famous.
This is why Paul's your guy.
Paul Heyman is a wordsmith. And that's a rare term that needs to be valued.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Australian stretcher match. Australian street fight. What the fuck? The match Bronson Reed made famous. Can anyone name an Australian street fight by Bronson
Reed? So a match that is so infamous with Bronson Reed that he was recruited from Australia. I thought there was like an Australian cage match. Like, I mean, a little. I appreciate Paul.
Oh,
My God, did he sell that hard? Oh,
Roman,
called him a
talked
bitch.
about them leaving. Well, as Bronson's coming back in the ring, it looks like Roman and like his evolved version or like his cousin or something because they're wearing the same fucking attire. They've almost got the same tattoos and shit.
Right.
And they both got a fucking man bun. But no, it's
Doesn't.
so crazy to me that we would say stretcher and stretchered out and stretcher and ambulance and stretcher. Hey, did you hear how you got put on a stretcher? Hey, Roman, you got put on a stretcher. You're a bitch because you got put on a stretcher. You know what we're going to do? A street fight. What?
What?
That's it's a jackal. It's a jackal.
Just did that. Why would you do that? We're all guessing. Like,
you mentioned stretcher so much in that fucking promo. If you took a shot every time the stretcher was mentioned, you'd be drunk by now. I may have done that.
But yeah, now Roman, I like this. Like, I know Boston said he ain't feeling it, but
Superman punch.
I mean, they're selling me good on this. Roman going over on the Go Home show, though.
Oh, it should be a goddamn stretcher match.
It was so funny. And you're right. You're fucking dead on, right? Like, we're like ambulance match, stretcher match, fucking first blood match, like something to do with going to the hospital, medical facility. Nope. We're going to the streets, bro.
Yeah, it'd be like if we were starting to really talk about this and this and this and this over and over and over, but we're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm. And I actually have no issue with the stretcher match at all. I'm sorry, the street fight. I have no issue with the street fight, but again, it's just a street fight with a new name on it. We get it, but it's going to be a good street fight. It sets up possibilities of people getting involved. But yeah, I got no problem with the street fight. I just laughing at exactly how Paul, Nick sold us on what Paul said. It was that.
Well, and I have to agree with Michael out here saying, how come we never heard of this match type before? The match type synonymous with Bronson Reed. He made it famous. When you think of this match, you think of this. I am the Australian street match commander.
When you see Australian street fights,
when you think of Australian street fights, you see this face.
As sad EO is here. Oh, poor EO.
Is it? Well, no, it's weird going from Lyra to her because it's same face on same face.
As we get a replay from last Monday when all hell broke loose.
Tavion, I appreciate this shout out because Roman always comes out too with that's why he got so offended and why this whole storyline's been going because he's coming out here with the precious sneaks.
That's
the Jordan 4s.
Right? He wasn't stealing his fucking Skechers, so the crowd was like, "Oh shit."
See, Jose, I would need a stretcher if I took a shot every time they said stretcher.
Yeah, shit, eh? As we got the Smurfettes figuring life out.
Oscar has just mastered Photoshop, I think, lately because she has just become a meme queen, and I still don't get the fucking centipede bullshit on her face.
Oh shit! Now I did hear some podcasters or some critics say the way they're making the Japanese talent behave, but I actually think they're trying to let the Japanese talent be themselves, like what they want to do, and they are speaking in their own tongue and they are using like their own vibe. And now people are going, it's too anime, too stereotypical. They're doing them. Like, what do you like? I don't know what to do. I'm confused. Is it too much?
No, this is just the subsection of the Joshi fan base, just gatekeeping of like, you don't like Japanese wrestling, we do. Well, and I still won't believe any of it until I see Shinsuke Nakamura back on my screen because the man's been waiting in the wings longer than Sting.
Right?
I still don't get the centipede bullshit. Oh, she slaps Kyrie.
Oh, shit. Give yourself a bap bap.
That's what she's
not said. Live.
Yeah. It took me a minute to comprehend.
Battle of former friends.
To cry.
But now this is still up in the air. Does Kyrie turn on Asuka? Does Io think, oh, I miss my mommy? This one, not that one. Like there is a lot to unfold here, and again,
Petty!
I
Yeah,
know
but
that,
she instantly still. Oh, I have to though.
yeah, I like people are like, oh, they're being stereotypical. I don't know that there are being stereotypical. Like, I don't think they're doing it on purpose. Like, they're giving them opportunity to speak and be on TV. You can't, like, what do you do? Just not have them on? Like, you're never allowed near a microphone because you're not from, you know, US of A. Doesn't seem
Well,
fair.
Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show, but I digress. I will also. I was going to transition into speaking of people who maybe shouldn't get opportunities, and I don't know about their opportunities. If we were getting Maxine Dupuis taking on Becky Lynch,
Yo, have you seen
huh?
these? Have you seen these videos going around of Maxine like fucking training her butt off?
No,
Like out there with Natty fucking putting in the work, ready to
I
shock the
are
world.
these up there with the BFAB training videos?
That's almost an unfair comparable, but it's not.
It is spot on comparable because you're the
Yeah.
best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down because
I
you're the best.
actually might feel worse for beef having that comparable, actually, but hey, Becky Lynch for the win. Becky for the win.
That person with the sign needs to learn spacing because he's trying to say I paid to see Becky Lynch, but it
That's
says
what I'm
I
struggling
paid
with.
to Becky Lynch.
Right? That's what I'm struggling with, Boston. I am like they've been given an opportunity to have a storyline on the show, and people are like, "Oh, but that I mean, I don't even know how to defend it." And then you know how things are in 2025. You know, you got to be careful how you say things. But I don't comprehend. Like, oh, they're just like I know the crying by EO didn't go well. We can agree on that.
Uh-huh.
But the way Asuka and Kyrie are kind of doing their thing, that's Asuka. Asuka, go crazy. All right, boom, there it is.
No, Asuka has managed to revitalize herself and come across as a badass, and she didn't have to sit there and cut
Right.
halfway, trying to make it work, promos in English and everything like that, which would have taken away and has taken away before to the American audience of her coming across. We saw it before, like you said, with Shinsuke Nakamura when they're doing the promos of with subtitles underneath it, halfway in English, halfway in Japanese, all of that. Everything here feels fine and feels understood. It's just, it feels like there's a fan base that's like, no, normal people can't like Japanese women's wrestling, which is kind of cringe
Yeah,
unto itself. That gets a
yeah.
little lost in the focus here.
It's like, excuse me, ladies, can you be less Japanese? We feel like you're being
No,
a
you
little
got
too much.
it's one of them. No, it just feels
Like
like they're
what?
like the awes of like, no, you can't like this. You can't peek behind the curtain out here. You can't enjoy this. You're supposed to think that they're corny and they're,
Yeah. Can you be like
over.
the Americanized version of what I think your culture is?
Yeah, Jesus.
It's got to be like I've seen on TV. Come on now. Maybe that's the problem. Where is Otis? I don't know.
Yeah,
So
last time
long, farewell.
no, I don't know if he got dinged up or anything.
Right? Becky shaved Cookie Monster. Cookie.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
I can see. Yeah, not tonight, big dog. I think you're on point with that. She could. I think it would be one of those ones like, holy shit, she did a move and won, but not tonight.
She's Aaliyah. She's Aaliyah.
Yeah.
We'll remember the Aaliyah.
Right, the
What
4
was
seconds.
it? 13 or whatever. Otis is injured. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I feel like it. Yeah, that's right. It's been a while.
Right. Lincoln Park for halftime Super Bowl sounds way better, don't you think so? No.
No?
Chester, Lincoln Park, yeah. This Lincoln Park, no.
I mean,
And I don't get the Bad Bunny hate, especially from wrestling fans.
I don't get the Bad Bunny thing. I don't get it. Like, usually it's like relevant to something why they decided that person. I have no idea why. Like,
because he's fucking does numbers, my guy. Think about it. They did the weekend for goddamn what, like 4 years? No, well, that's WrestleMania that did that too. But they used the weekend a time or two. To me, fuck it. Like, honestly, as a football fan, I'm not watching the goddamn halftime show. That's when I'm out there, past the Dolce Party left hand side and everything.
I like a good one. There's been some good ones that were pretty fucking cool. But
and instead, I'll stay for.
Oh yeah, right. One of the best ever. But I mean, it's their job to entertain and pick the right people to bring in. I mean, again, sometimes the people on the Super Bowl committee are fucking dumb. I mean, and that's what happens. Not specifically them, but just boards in general of like, how did y'all let this happen? Like, y'all had a vote.
Yeah, well, Bad Bunny does numbers if it brings in the Latin crowd, and trust me,
that's a fair argument.
Like, nobody bangs to a Bad Bunny song or anything like that. I mean, how many times did Despacito get played and no one knew what the fuck they were saying?
Right. Well, I mean, again, at the end of the day, he does move number. He was just on SNL, so maybe that, I don't think he sucks. I just don't.
You're waiting for him to hit a swanton bomb off the stage.
Right? Like, I just surprised. That's all. But, well, look. Maxine with her own version of E Honda. Bad Bunny's music is fire as hell. People are tripping. I mean, it should be a fun, like, you're not going to, still one of the best clips that we've covered live is him in Puerto Rico coming out. Like, it was fucking banged.
That's one of the loudest crowds I've ever goddamn heard.
Right? People aren't going to party when he starts hitting the fucking, he hits the stage and starts throwing. I want to hear Booker T at the Super Bowl. Maybe we get booked there.
Quack, quack.
Right? Who's Linkin Park? Oh, shut your mouth.
Oh.
I mean, they're not as good as Creed, but they're good.
Yeah. I would put Creed just below Linkin Park.
Thank God you said that. I'm referring to
Slipknot's still the best band of all time, but anyways.
Still, wrestling is just a different version of the sport. Yeah, I mean, again, I would agree with that, Michael. And we were more talking about other people's. Like, you can't win for losing. Book them more. All right, here they're booked. Oh, they're too silly. Fuck.
Yeah, they're booked in an angle and everything. They're booked in the start and the main event of the goddamn show. Well, it didn't go the way I wanted. It's again, don't be mad because they didn't do your fan fiction booking. Like, as long as it still makes sense, as long as you can still, it's a cohesive story and it's working together. Grade it on that. Don't grade it just on it's not what I did or I would have done.
I think the dirt sheets have a bad habit of causing that at times, right? Where you see a story go viral, as Becky is all over Maxine, but you see a story go viral, and then my favorite one, it's always my go-to example, Nick, is the bull rope match with Brock and Cody, and people were pissed because somebody at the Observer said there's going to be a stip, and then they didn't have the stip. We were like, why didn't they have the stip? We were like, nobody from there said they were planning to do this.
Again, you wrote into that, and you're just now mad that they didn't do what you wrote.
Right? How come they didn't do what that guy said? Tough shit. I think we're a little late on this, Jason. I think Nick would be silly to throw down a wager at this point.
I think if Yankees, should I eat a Bean Boozled for every Yankees loss? I got it right beside me. I'll do Christ on a commercial break. I'll spin it.
We'll come up with if the Jays pull this off. Let's say they don't. I could be punished too. But maybe on the stream after, if they get put out, you got to take like a handful of jelly beans and palm them.
No, I'm willing to gamble out right now. Is we got Beck's pulled a suplex into the barricade. Well, because I halfway felt bad because I even put out the clip today, and we do have it out there still of the spooky dookie gummies and everything like that. Between me, you, and Geekbox, I ended up only eating, I think, all of one John Moxley gummy bear. Or sorry, see, I keep thinking of the Bucks
gummy. It's so funny. Beans. I kept doing it too.
Right, of the jelly beans. So, I mean, and even at the end, I felt so bad of you guys hated the stink bug jelly bean. And I was like, well, I won, so let's all see if I get it. And nope, still didn't get it. So
yeah, the clip that's out there right now, I laughed at. It was well put together by Geekbox. Great job, awesome guy, and we appreciate him so much. But he eats the stink bug. I laugh at him, and then he clips to me eating the stink bug, just upset about it. I didn't even laugh. I was upset about the taste. It made me mad. It was so gross.
I almost want to see, though, if your reactions, both of you, were worse to that than it was to the black licorice.
He had a big reaction to the first black licorice for sure. Nice,
Yeah.
always, or a bit of an exploder. I will be right back, Nick.
KJ taking a pause for the causes. I've still got Becky and Maxine going on. So again, if you haven't let us know who you got for this match and why is it Becky Lynch? Because, I mean, the only way I would pick Maxine Dupuis, and I keep calling her Dupuis, to win this match would be an AJ Lee interference, which I don't think we would just have an AJ Lee pop up and interfere in a Maxine Becky Lynch match. I could be wrong, but I think that's the only way Maxine would win. Maxine, she's doing well. Is she doing well or just doing? Honest to God question. And shout out to Nisha. Appreciate you. But she's kind of there. She's kind of one of those that you could very much see maybe goes to NXT. Do we need some of these talent to go back to NXT to kind of refill all their talent, what have you, or anything? But like Maxine, I don't know. She's kind of just a job girl right now on Monday Night Raw. And everything with the Alpha Academy now especially with Otis being out, it's just her and Tozawa. Like she's having this match in honor of Tozawa. Jose, who won LFG? I know it was Shiloh Hill. All Bucktooth and Dark Web and all. I don't know who it was on the women's side. If fact checkers want to help me out on that. As I'm back from commercial, I forgot that we were in commercial because they don't have the stupid timer. But Danny Skaleski. Why does that feel like a fucking right winger on the Mighty Ducks or something? Danny Skaleski. Did I draft them in the fantasy hockey draft on Sunday? The Schumann one. Adam Pearce or Nick Aldis. In a match, Nick Aldis. I guess because Nick can still wrestle. Yeah. Back in action. Pump kick. Well, short-handed pump kick from Maxine. As now she's just flailing with the clotheslines. Knee into Becky. Congratulations to the winners of Season 2 LFG, both getting NXT contracts. Do they show up tomorrow night? Fisherman suplex from Maxine. That's not normal. The straps are down, but you can't tell that she took the straps down because you didn't notice they were there before. I like when Maxine does stuff. Shut up, MDB. I don't know if y'all noticed Maxine's knee patch, but they've got my initials on it. She's an A++. Now you're making me look as she's walking through with the tail as old as time. Angle lock spot just gets chucked into the second rope. Eats a knee. Mommy added baby eats a knee. Maxine is just fine. She's sadly not a lead at anything. She's not a grappler. She exists. She is the demo mode of a pro wrestler. She is the fucking training module. She is the demo mode on a WWE 2K game. All due respect. And I know she tries hard, but like, sweetheart, you wouldn't be a Divas knockout or a Divas knockout, double-edged sword with that. There's no way 2 count. And she hits a sit-out powerbomb. Danny Skaleski, I got that. Johnny, I think I missed you a couple times, but shout out my guy. Christian Power, I agree with you. There's more to life. Was it what now? There's always more to life. Yeah. Santos Escobar has apparently left WWE tonight or is planning to. Yes. His contract is allegedly up at midnight. And for all intents and purposes, he was offered a higher contract or a higher paid salary and everything, allegedly, to re-sign, and said, nah. So I guess he's out there with the Jasmine Ninks that have got nixed. But it's interesting that it's getting to the point with WWE Superplex, 2 count. That's just a straight armbar. It's not even the disarmer, as Maxine's trying to fight out of it. Straight armbar. Maxine rolls it up. 2 count. But it's getting more now to end of contracts instead of releases and everything like that. Oh, roll show on the ankle lock. 1, 2. 2 count. This is incredibly competitive, surprisingly to me. They are making Maxine Dupree the 1, 2, 3 kid out here with Scott Hall. 2. Holy shit. I will give them so goddamn loot credit of that spinning back heel kick from Maxine. And on a 2.5 kick, and I don't even know 2.5 count. I don't even know if that's just the commentary, Wade Barrett, what have you, sold me on it. But they made me believe that Maxine could win it. Sneaky. 1, 2 count. They are making Maxine Dupree look like a fucking world beater. Foot on the ropes. 2 count. I don't like that the babyface even, maybe that's the show of desperation. She even, had to try and cheat to win. It's a big boot from Becky. Goddamn, they have, in 2025, the year of our Lord, 2025, they have made me care about Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch. God damn it, wrestling's good. Sometimes you just got to admit wrestling's good. And it's goddamn fun. And that's always fun when they're wrestling for life. Famous plug. See, Bradley's agreeing with me. We're having a 1, 2, 3 kid moment here. Sean Waltman. Mad Maxine. Maxine's best match. It's the only match I can remember of Maxine. As now she's just getting hooked into the barricade and she's smiling. She's laughing about it. Is Triple H going to hold and hug Maxine after? Whoa now. Accusations. He might do the finger poke, but we don't know. Maxine is just walking through, just getting decimated on everything. That was the biggest spot with a prime bottle. I do even like that though, because that's showing Becky of like, you are being, I don't even fucking care about trying to beat you right now. Like this, she's up close and personal with Ref Jess. They're going to make fan fiction about that, aren't they? They're going to make fan fiction. God damn it. That was a weak hit by, yeah, it was very much of just referee's discretion, y'all. Yeah. Well, it's still not as bad as some other companies, but we're halfway. We're distracting the referee. I mean, it's at ringside. It's not she's fully pulling out a foreign object. They still do the same thing with like the announcers' tables and everything. So, holy shit! Maxine Dupree won because Becky Lynch got counted out. As God is my witness, Shumanahaya, Shumanahanda. My Lord, I will repent in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Where is Stoner Jesus when you need him? May the blunt be with you and also with you. Maxine Dupree in the Lord of our Savior 2025. Just beat Becky Lynch, your women's Intercontinental Champion, because of a count out, because Becky was hot dogging and grandstanding on the announce desk. What timeline are we in, folks? This was great. I can't even be mad at it. You can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. They sold that. They just, yeah. That was good. I can't even lie. That was good. Shows the hubris that is Becky Lynch, and somehow Maxine Dupree picks up a win after they were showing her looking like a badass. She almost, you believed for a minute that she was gonna be out there and win that match. They had a 2.99 kick out as we got Roman and the Usos backstage. And the ref did a little fast count too. Well, at least it's not a 27 count. Oh, Jay saying I got your back, but Roman saying I don't want no help. Now, again, this is Roman talking specifically to Jay, and Jimmy's just kind of in the background of like, hey, I was about that too. I was, out here supporting you as well. I'm here too. And he's just kind of looking around. Oh. What did you just say around Jimmy? Because that's the thing. That's what I want to see is the interaction between him and Jimmy. Fact checkers, if any, I missed what he said because I was saying. So if anyone can let me know what he said to Jimmy out there. Oh, as I got Bailey running on the screen as Lyra's warming up. But yeah, what did Roman just say to Jimmy there? Jimmy's wearing a Raiders hat. Jay's Yeets are getting angrier. How do you angry Yeet? I want to know. Like, how do you Yeet? Is that a thing? I don't know why I have to throw my whole butt into it. But yeah. CM Punk is at the top of the hour. Is he? Right now, I got Lyra out here hyped up with Bailey. So we're getting super hyped up. We're getting happy Bailey. So we're getting Lyra, aka MDB's Two Wings, taking on Roxanne Perez right now of going into the last quarter hour of the first hour. But yeah, Bailey looks great. I just wish she would color that hair. I am not one to really be involved or understand that conversation of women color on the hair. You can have that one, but yeah. Bipolar Bailey, Guardian. So then, do I need a hugger shirt? Because if we're gonna go with the bipolar gimmick, represent. Granted, I don't. Woo! Of I guess Ric Flair coming from the backstage there.
What's up? The bipolar rock and roller.
The Ayatollah of rock and roller. The bipolar.
Yeah. Ayatollah of
bipolar. Want some announcing and everything like that.
All right, let's go. The Ayatollah of bipolar.
That needs to be my moniker.
Let's go. But yeah, we're setting up Bird Lady taking on Roxanne Perez, happy-go-lucky Bailey over, volumed up, apparently, allegedly. But Maxine puts on a clinic.
I was waiting for this, and I also do. I really love this of C-Money saying flick rare. Yes, you get a star C-Money for that one. Real quick, did you hear what Roman said to Jimmy? Because I missed it.
No, I missed it coming back. So, but I think it was something akin to like we might have to deal with him kind of idea.
Fair enough. Well, that's why I was wondering because we talked about if there was, where was the tension going to be in this kind of triangle here, and who was going to be at the focal point of it. And it's interesting seeing Jay of like, Roman, I don't need your help. But Maxine Dupuis, match of her career, match
Yeah.
of her life
Yeah.
out there.
And the crowd was into it when we got that, what might have been a 3. The crowd wanted that 3. The count out angle, like I think someone mentioned Barry Horowitz in the chat. That's what that is. That's a throwback to, oh shit, the ref was counting. Fuck. The over cocky heel, the underdog. Now you set up a rematch. Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, I challenged the other women booked to wrestle this week. Beat that match. That was a good match.
Oh, it worked. And to me, my instant comparable was Ray's Ramon 1-2-3 Kid. A little bit. It was one of those of Maxine should have no fucking chance.
Yeah.
And it was right around that time of I'm glad honestly that I was here live for it, even though I normally would regret that. Of that moment when she should have had that 3 when it was like 2 and 9 3/4. And that's when everybody pulled around of, oh shit, she actually might win this. Of now everybody snapped in and woke up of like, let's get behind her.
Yeah.
And the fact that she managed to pull it off,
and
it's still everybody. She didn't beat Becky. She didn't pen Becky.
Yeah.
She wins because of Becky's hubris of hot dogging and grandstanding.
Yeah.
It was just the perfect little sneaky way for her to get a win.
Yeah, 100%. And I thought it was good. And you saw the champion, start kind of pulling the tights, and a woman that she shouldn't need to cheat to beat, she started looking for the exit.
I liked are you talking about when Maxine did it?
No, but when Becky initially grabbed the tights, right? Like, so now the champion's getting desperate, trying to beat this underdog. Like, oh shit, like she's
Fair enough. No, because I saw it towards the end of that, and I saw when Maxine did it, and I liked that it was at that point. It felt like she was doing it out of desperation. Of I'm going to try and do everything that I have left in the tank to try and beat you because I know I got you like right there.
Yeah, I would agree with that in a lot of ways. So Richard thinks 5 matches is all we're going to get. It could be. We could be done booking matches.
I hope not. But I ain't done booking matches, but I'll be back at it quicker than a book match. I don't know if that made sense.
Right. As Nick taking a pause for the cause, we go back to last week where Roxanne got involved in Bailey and Raquel's match. And we get the big pin. So this shall be a little bit of revenge, kind of, sort of. If Bird Lady could pull it off, I see Lyra losing. It's possible. I mean, they lost the last one. And I mean, technically, you could kind of throw a tag match in to Crown Jewel. It doesn't have to be a long match. I don't know about that. Maybe AJ Lee helps Maxine win. And then you have AJ Becky without title. And randomly, Maxine Dupri's the new champ. It could. Weirder things have happened. These 2 girls put on a banger. It was 2 weeks ago. Yes. I like both of them in the ring. We all know Roxanne's pedigree coming out of Ring of Honor, going to NXT. Lyra came on the scene a lot more sudden. We didn't really know as much about her. And she has proven, though at times that maybe she doesn't connect with the fan base, I think she's gotten better. But her in-ring is outstanding. As she is just, eats a slap. We got a cat fight. WWE, no, they're fine. We've had this talk, bud. I know you miss her. She's out there. Have you noticed that they totally dropped the storyline between Fizz? No, I think that's ongoing, Paul. And they brought Roxanne in the group and really sucked at booking stories. No, I think you're wrong. It's been a slow burn. I will admit that. But Finn's very much been very, like, sarcastic with Dom still. There's still kind of that, I wonder what's up. Roxanne, I think, gave them a little more life, but kind of woke them back up. But that's still floating. That to me is perfectly fine. Got all 4 ladies looking hot. There you go. Dale's having a good time. Spanish Rachel. The back attack is back, Jack. Yeah. Roxanne's trying to score points to get a title shot with Stephanie. Hey, I mean, I'm down for Roxanne versus Stephanie. Io versus Kyrie tonight shall be a very interesting matchup. Impromptu, just added matchup. But Io Kyrie will be very interesting with the ongoings. Jack, how you doing, buddy? I still have the old poll up. There we go. Let's correct that. One Saki Warrior and one Blue Avatar. Let's go. The back attack is stacked, Jack. There you go. My. Look how the tables have turned. Big knees up. Down goes Lyra. It's been a little clunky at the moment. Onto the arm. I miss Naomi. Naomi was on fire. Do you think Finn dethrones Dom? Very possible. Very possible. AJ Styles is still a thing, I think. But he's been sidetracked with John. So I don't know, as Roxanne working the arm. What's on my wrestling mind? The I Quit match between John Moxley and Allen at Wrestle Dream needs to be booked and incorrectly. If not, it's going to be a failing grade. Listen, they just had a casket match that I personally believe, or a coffin match. I didn't like it. I thought it was slow. I thought it was uneventful. For some out there, maybe it was okay for you, but I found it like it was we do a move and then we do nothing. And then we do a move. There was no flow to the match. And it was all about like, oh, isn't that cool? We did a move onto the coffin. I don't know that the I Quit match is going to be better. Everything that John Moxley has brought to the table, Christian, has been convoluted, has been ass backwards. It's been, I told you, like I told you on Wednesday, it's just killing the shows. Nobody takes Moxley seriously. The storyline's been awful. The crew is terrible. I don't know what, like this, tomorrow we're getting Pac back in action. And I just don't know if it fits. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I'm great, KJ. Thank you for asking. How are you? I'm doing well, Jack. It's another good day to have a good day. And right now we got Raw rolling on 2 count, Roxanne on Lyra. So Callis family getting a new member, Santos. That's what I mean. Like they're going to debut Santos tomorrow, and it will be the 23rd, 24th, 18th member of the Don Callis family at this point. Amen, brother. It's the way it should be. Do you have any thoughts on a possible payoff for Grande Americano? Very intriguing, Kyle. I mean, again, does somehow he get involved? Now they've kind of become the faction. So do they continue to kind of mess with AJ? Is there other focus out there for them? Do they turn and go after Dom? I don't know. Lyra helped Pax in NXT. Lyra is trying to help Bailey now. Imagine Bailey and Pax instead of becoming a team themselves. Lyra heartbroken, joins Vision. Well, that's deep writing, Spaz. I like it. Lots of steps to take to get there, but I mean, Pax turning on Lyra and hanging out with Bailey. That's interesting. Interesting. The ad timer's back. I missed it. I'll keep an eye out. I want my ad timer back. I get that, but still need story or something. Facts. Main roster called up. We'll see. What they going to do with Chad? Chad come back. It's going to be very interesting. Like, is it that the Americanos are running amok and Chad comes back and is actually against them? He has an issue. Hey, you took my thing. Or does he join in and help? Yeah, I got you. Maybe, yeah, 100%. Gotta love getting under the wrestling skin. Let's go. Callis has more members than Bobby Heenan. Yeah, and a lot more members that don't matter. I almost would argue every person in the Heenan family meant something. And I don't know if that's the same. People out there comparing, the Callis family to Heenan or NWO. It's crazy because it's not close. What's my thoughts on Double Jeopardy? The Double Jeopardy thing is unnecessary. The match itself, I don't necessarily believe they needed to do it. Nice suplex, Northern Lights hooking the leg, or Fisherman, sorry. Yeah, again, it might be like Okada and Takeshita don't have to be in this situation to get where they're going. So I don't like how Title Tuesday has been booked. I don't feel like it's just a pile of shit for the sake of a pile of shit. It's just throwing things out there. No rhyme, no reason, no connective tissue. Just fuck it. Here's another show. It bothers me because I want it to be good. Oh, almost into another roll up, back over. Big kick, leg lariat by Lyra. A leg Lyra. No, that doesn't work. Can't do it. Lariat? No, silly. Doesn't work. They are not on TV because Chad is. Yeah, Chad's been injured and out. Oh, as Raquel distracts Lyra, but Bailey's got Bird Lady by the hand. Yeah, good try, Boston. That's a swing and a miss. Just a little outside. Pile of shit Tuesday. Son of a bitch. Oh, shit. As Raquel pancakes Bailey. Bird Lady with a drop kick. The whole match has been amazing. A+, 5-star. I've liked both matches. I think back-to-back good matches. This match has a story to it, so I'm all for it. Now, Pop rocks. Lyra takes her eye off the ball to help Bailey, and it ultimately costs her. Roxanne gets a nice win. Even though the Becky Maxine match was better. Dub Rubin. Who are some AEW wrestlers you think need repackaged and new character? I would get Moxley off TV and try and come up with something better for him. I just think he's stuck. That's him in real life. Like, hey, Renee, or what are we going for dinner? What are we going to do? I don't know. Can I drink your blood? Like, it's all that. Oh, speaking of drinking blood.
Speaking of sucking in real life, I guess. But yeah.
I just don't know where you go with that. But welcome back.
Repackaged. I'm repackaged and renewed.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of them. A lot. I mean, right now, we talked about this on Wednesday, Nick. A lot of the guys in AEW feel they've been the same from day one.
They've been from the same from day one, or they have not progressed since day one. So where you have Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, I want to keep calling him Jungle Boy because I know it's going to upset him. Jungle Boy going on about how he didn't want to be part of the whole Pillar storyline and everything. And I heard you on my Pause for the Cause, and I want any meme makers out there of Anthony, if you're listening, I want this as a reel, a clip, or anything for Title Tuesday, and then Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park. That's one big pile of shit,
right? Like, and again, I know there's fans out there that don't want to hear it, but you booked Moxley Ishii. What? Moxley versus a potato. And I don't want to pick on Ishii. This match is going to suck.
The Stone Pitbull. You don't want to watch 57 Shops?
Right.
Jack Da Silva, let's purge, but only on the IWC Crybabies. #WFU. Well, no, we still want to try and convert as many non-believers or true believers as we can to back to reality
Right.
here. This has to main event Crown Jewel, right? Like this.
That's a good question. I think AJ should beat him.
And that's a question coming off of, I know we're going to talk about it Thursday, but coming off of he loses to Brock Lesnar, AJ wins. Is this to where we start to get to where Cena's just putting people over on his way out?
I don't know. I mean, if you're going to fight Gunther in your final match, you're putting Gunther over, aren't you?
Do you actually think that that's what they're going to do?
I don't think. I don't know, but I'd be surprised because to me, that's Gunther puts John to bed.
Some people say Oba puts him to bed.
Oba, I don't know. I mean,
that's a huge
Oba beating
jump.
Sammy, yes. Oba beating John, maybe not.
That's a huge jump. Could it be Brock again? Could it be we go circle after, he lost to Brock in definitive fashion? That's the last one he rides out on that saddle.
Yeah. I mean, it's up in the air for that one. Speaking of John, Nikki Bella has ran her course, which we haven't seen Nikki Bella a lot. As we did get a nice video package, Cena, AJ Styles, making us feel good about it. I like this video package with the old TNA footage, the 6-sided ring.
Well, and let's not also forget that as much as this is still John Cena's retirement, we're still in the back nine, and very clearly in the back nine of AJ Styles. He's out there cutting during commercial break promos of people don't want me here. He's actively said pretty much this is going to be my last contract.
Yeah.
When it comes to afterwards, I'd like to work backstage with WWE. Him as an agent, holy shit. But let's not also forget we're on the very back nine of AJ too. So this is like, this match has way more ramifications than Crown Jewel.
Yeah, and at a time where John Cena represented the biggest wrestling brand in the world, AJ felt like the biggest guy, not in the biggest brand of the world, right? Like he was
Sting in the early the mid late 2000s.
As AJ here.
Does that main event though? I know I brought that up. I feel that has to. I know there's the world title versus world title and everything. That main event's because that should be the best match. That's the match that everyone's there to see.
You got a point. And then somebody did bring this up while you were on your pause. Dom's still not quite clear of AJ. We don't quite know if AJ is just taking a pit stop to see Cena and then he's going back after Dom.
He can still do that, but still you need to give the gravitas and the circumstance and everything that is John Cena versus AJ Styles for that match. And I don't care what you do after that. You could do Finn versus AJ again, which would be amazing. But you give that match the leg room, the leeway that it needs to get, that it deserves, that it's earned to get.
Yeah. Oh, AJ Lee versus the tag champs for the belt tonight. A rematch.
Bold strategy, Cotton, especially this far away from Perth. And Dom wearing a shirt of himself from the backstage segment on the PSP.
It's ridiculous. Punk in the house.
Well, as Rusev's arguing with Pierce in the back. See, that's the nice little touches.
I like that shit. The pink Punk's on his way out next.
Jack Da Silva, I was a moderator for another channel and it was awful. You can't be one-sided and just want people to agree with you, or you just destroy them because you're the one with the channel. No, A, we don't agree 99 to 98% of the time, and B, there's a good portion of the time we're arguing with the chat and willing to have that discussion.
Or the chat's just like poking you like a bear, like, come on, freak out. Come on, go
Oh
off.
yeah, well, trust me, and that was MDB in the fantasy football chat and everything. Like, sir, mentioning Dark State beating the Hardy Boys, which no, the Hardy Boys still have to have the tag titles going into Bound for Glory, so that's why you know they're going to win. But just wanted me to break something on stream of after my whole weekend in sports of if the Dark State beats the Hardy Boys, I might break something on stream.
I'm all for it. I don't think they are because of the Bound for Glory thing is an issue. That is a hang up for me. Like, does Dark State go to Bound for Glory? But
please God no. Please God no.
I mean, again, they're gonna win something. Z-Man, welcome back. And Jack, welcome. We built this channel on just, the friends hanging out on a Monday, Friday, Wednesday, whatever day, for us, almost every day, just shooting the shit about wrestling. Well, what it's like when your friends are together and you're ribbing each other and you're cracking jokes and you're yelling at each other. You're like, oh, here comes my guy. Oh, he's shit. Like, that is the funnest thing about it all. And at times, people who don't actually tune in, oh, you guys are just, they don't know. They don't get it. We will happily have a debate. But the minute you get stupid is as stupid does.
Yeah, like we've said before, we aim to be the cheers of wrestling as Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vacour taking on Julia. And was it Kiana James at 8 a.m. on SmackDown as I got Saxton in a salmon soup?
I got a Netflix commercial for RIP.
How am I watching a Canadian feed and I have the show more than the Canadian?
That's crazy weird. Yeah, I'm getting a Keira Knightley best fucking Netflix movie ad.
Is it for one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
It is on a boat, ironically. It's on a cruise. Fuck is this? What are we doing?
We got
the woman in cabin
10. SmackDown. What?
The woman in cabin 10.
I got a job.
Speaking of movies, real quick, if you haven't seen it yet, go see The Long Walk.
I had seen the trailer and I liked it and I looked into it because it's based on the whole Stephen King book and everything. And can I say it's one of those, because I looked into it so much that it's one of those, like, I'll wait until it's on like streaming.
That's fair. I went
before I watched. I did that with Sinners, and I very much agree with the praise that Sinners got.
Yeah.
So I want to watch The Longest Walk, but I don't know if I want to pay like $22 to watch it.
Look at they're giving us the clocks. Vancouver, 5 a.m. on the West Coast. Woof. 8 a.m. for New York and us.
Jesus.
Magic.
Now, go ahead.
No, just look at the times. Like, man, sucks to be out west.
Does that work? As I got Penta backstage with we even saw it with our chat earlier at the start of the stream and everything. Of what time was Raw going to be on? If they were on a earlier time before, now they've switched to regular standard time, and then they're going to move to 8 a.m. Like, you want to talk about affecting your numbers just because of moving around.
Follow the bouncing balls hard, but I think two things are at play. As we got ruckus.
We got a fracas in the ruckus.
There's a fight. Bailey and Bird Lady beating up Raquel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is this going to be Bailey brings out the dark side of Chicken Wing?
Yeah. Chicken Wing. I am not a chicken.
I am not a nugget. Pierce, get them out.
Oh my God.
Pierce does that old school, like, NWA, WCW manager of just selling them, like, tearing off the glass. Get them out of here.
I'm worried about this man's blood pressure. We got to get Pierce calm down a
little.
He needs
to be on the vitamins. He needs to be on that Wrestling for Life Network strain out there. Just, calm him down.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Lady B, on that one.
Yeah.
Dom wearing a shirt of himself is ridiculous. 6-man tag. Oh, so Penta, Dragon Lee, and AJ. As we're getting PBR riders.
Yeah, I got Bull Riders.
On a bull named Fu Manchu.
Yo, tell me that isn't like Rocker Steiner.
Rocker Steiner!
Tell me that isn't like the fucking maverick of bull.
The youngest of the Steiners.
Yeah, well, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Uh-huh. How much did Jerry pay?
What?
I said, how much did Jerry pay for this? Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys. Could they have at least put this in the contract for Micah Parsons?
Right. I'm not clicking on that comment, Roddy, but welcome back. See, this is my problem with the Raw. They got the music playing in the background, and it's mumble rap, no excitement whatsoever. It's horrible. I didn't even catch the mumble rap. What were we talking about here? Like on the call out, or like just like
no, not on us. But, well, and even then, I think that there's enough still going on in the wrestling scope. And again, that's what we do. And I guess it might be just because we're doing what we do that I'm not noticing, the little background commercial music or anything like that, because we're talking about something else. So as I've got CM Punk coming out, and anyone else though kind of getting bothered by him having the fucking Panic at the Disco, like shoe hop fucking, pompadour fucking haircut and everything. Like maybe just trim that shit a little bit down. I remember when it was slick back CM Punk or bald head CM Punk, not, greaser CM Punk.
Right.
Stay golden, Tony Boy.
I mean, that's who he is at this point, man. Penta's here.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's not, we don't need a fiend. Still the soundtrack to my nightmares.
Right. I've never watched Stranger Things, either have I.
I'll admit that. Are we not hip? Are we not with it?
I just felt like it was a show about kids, and I didn't want to watch it. Fuck them kids. Like, I don't know what them kids.
Here's KJ walking up to the director of Stranger Things, like Brock, and he's like,
right?
I don't give a shit about your kids.
Yeah. Thought it was like, I don't know. I don't even know the plot.
I'm very intrigued, oddly, by the Ed Gein.
I'm on episode 4, bro.
I haven't watched any of it, but I'm so weird because it's like Jax Teller.
It's so crazy.
But stop trying to make serial killers sexy.
But if you, well, he's not. When you see this, it's a whole new human being. But Punk is in the ring. It's a slow burn, but my God, is it all kinds of fucked. Like, if you're into that kind of thing, this is your kind of thing. Because
the missus tried to hide a murder mystery game. She went to the grocery store with her friend trying to get, follow this and that, and hid a murder mystery game in the basket. So yeah, I'm about that life.
Deep in the heart of Texas. You catch that?
No, I missed it. Damn it, I missed the sing-along.
You.
The stars at night are big.
That's what he did, and then did the clap.
Yeah, shit. Is it still interesting to you, though, that this is the only follow-up we've had on Punk from this whole storyline? From everything with him and Seth and Becky and AJ, that we've almost had all of a month's time of a follow-up.
Right. Yeah, you got a point. And like, what are we doing for Crown Jewel? Is he just going to be there? Was AJ a one-off? Is she? People said she signed a 3-year deal, but we know they're full of shit. But right. Is there, like, where is she? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
No, he's telling us.
Should Punk be
that's
John's
okay.
last opponent?
What's that?
Should Punk be John's last opponent?
I thought Punk got the best out of John.
Fair.
And I think I would love it. I mean, I think it's like there's but now that the championship's not in the picture, but when John was doing the belt countdown, I think if you would have stretched that to the end, Punk would have been the guy. Like, I'm not letting you pull on me. I'm the guy that does that shit.
I'm going to be the one. Everybody says I'm a cancer. I'm going to be the hero. He's going to be the Tony Stark in that situation. I am inevitable. I am Tony Stark. That type of shit.
Oh, I like it.
Deserves is the wrong word. Earned. Are we setting up? What's the next big PLE? Royal Rumble? So no, Survivor Series.
Survivor Series. We got a couple, we got Survivor Series.
No. I'm wondering. Well, that's why do we
and
start
a Saturday night main event as well?
The Avengers versus Thanos and co. Like we were kind of halfway talking about before with all that,
right? And they will try. There's 2 Saturday main events before the end of 2025, and they're gonna try and put shit on those too, right? So I hope. But here comes LA Knight. That's interesting.
Is he a man without an island?
A little bit. Like, it's like he's too good to get rid of, but not good enough to, like, it's been such a I feel bad for John Cena had a belt. Seth's storyline takes over. Punk wants a belt. Jey Uso had to get a belt.
You are good enough to be good, but not good enough to be great. And you are good enough to not be bad, and you are not good enough to be a job.
That's the thing. Like, he as they were instantly kind of jabbing at each other, I think heel LA Knight going back to like dummy.
But does he get swooped into the vision? Because again, is that the vacuum? Is that the catch-all?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, can you have independent heels that aren't in major factions? That's almost a mystery right now in 2025 in pro wrestling.
Yeah, like unless you're like a Drew McIntyre who's strong enough to be a lone wolf, they like sticking you in groups.
Yeah. By the way, I still keep getting inundated with like new things that LA Knight like happens to be in, like Getty Images, or
it's the funniest shit.
Like, this man just keeps popping up in anything and everywhere. Like, go to the general and save some time. I'm sure he's probably one of them fucking ads too.
Right. This is a good question, Boston. We might have to save this question for later, but who's a more exciting champion right now, Cody Rhodes or Adam Page? I'm leaning Cody because I want to see what's happening with Randy. But Hangman's they fucked up Hangman, in my honest opinion. So I'm not excited about Hangman right now because he ain't doing shit. He's just having random matches. Lee Moriarty,
because I believe he could lose it.
Maybe. Okay, fair enough.
And that's why I was waiting to kind of see what you said. To me, I've kind of dinged Cody on a lot of. I think he's a bit bland and everything. Granted, you can say that too. Well, you can say that too with Hangman. And again, I agree that his booking's been all over the place. He's been too much on my TV as a world champion, but I believe he could drop it at any time. He could win it at any time. Like there is more. There's a compelling thing more with his matches. Like him versus Kyle Fletcher is better than most Cody matches I remember recently.
Yeah, I mean, him and Fletcher was a good match. Again, struggling.
You're gonna put it versus Cena versus Cody?
Like, you had a chance to set up some really stuff. I mean, Cena versus Cody was not as good as Hangman, but overall, I think maybe because of the moving parts around him, he just feels like such a bigger deal. It's not a mile ahead. They're neck and neck. There's an argument.
Oh yeah, no, I'll admit that. Like, it's one of those things of it's the goddamn aromatics. If we're talking about
and I feel like
cooking up a hot meal and everything like that. Of if everything looks really nice and maybe it doesn't taste that great, but it tastes okay. You must give it a little bit of grace. Ooh.
So Punk just reminded him, never had that belt, never had that belt. And the crowd goes, oh.
But see, it is interesting that there's so many people right now in WWE that are good on the mic that can go back and forth with each other.
That's the crazy thing right now. And, I mean, again, there's a lot of opportunity to do cool shit. I like what we're getting right now with these two. Welcome back, Curtis. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, Curtis, I still need my over-unders. We're going to create our own sports book. It's going to be called, Wrestling Kings instead of Draft Kings.
Right, yeah. We got to
over-unders on commercial breaks, and Netflix accounts don't count.
Right.
KJ wants Travis Scott to do the halftime show.
Oh, come on now. What are you trying to say? Like, that's not good. Nobody wants that.
Fiend. Whoa.
Ooh, so no Travis Scott.
Whoa.
No Travis Scott.
Oh, I thought you were blanking out there with Jey Uso coming out. I think that this is interesting with Jey because he's kind of getting hyped up, gaslit to kind of feel like he's the next Roman.
I like the shirt, though.
Eating it easy.
Would I have a shoot fight with Ryback? I'd have the fight with Ryback. I admit he's probably a bigger dude, but I'd have the fight.
Yeah, I
might not win
it's gonna be there.
I'll show up though.
What's the worst that happens? You can pay me, or you can pay me.
Right. I mean, Ryback of all people, I don't like Ryback, but I mean, he's a jack dude. I don't know what his current physical health is, but I
treat it like boxing, stick and move.
Right.
Hey, we found out with one jackass, all you got to do is stun him, and he'll sit there and start punching air. So,
right, he's built at 6'3", 291. He's a big boy.
I mean, he's in my range.
Right.
This is very, by the way, this is a very bright segment of Jay's like neon green and Punk's neon pink.
Well, so is this maybe like the snapping of Jay of like he just that championship kind of tainted him? Like I need that gold back. I don't give a fuck about my family. Almost like it's here. Like I need it.
Yeah, but that's also, again, I think it's part of Roman that was where Roman was kind of at for a good bit. And now Roman's acknowledging him the whole time. And this ain't about them. This is about us. And of Roman's been his wise man, been the one in his ear. So it could be a little column A, a little column B.
Right. Yep. What it do? It's funny.
Christ almighty, Skip Sheffield, the guy who's now out there eating one chip challenges on cake.
Right. 3 matches tonight. It's just what do you mean? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, we're in the last half hour. Well, hour.
Yeah, we still got time. We're gonna get at least 2 more matches. That's 5.
Are we?
A go home show? We gotta get. We know we're getting at least 1. Because Kyrie's fighting the EO.
Are we?
Yes.
We've got the 2 matches so far that they had on the net on
Jimmy
WWE's webpage.
What did Punk say to shit on the Crown Jewel concept?
Oh, super kick! Now Jimmy sleds in.
Oh, what? Shit. And a little, because some boo. Like, people don't love how they getting kicked in the face. Boston, that's jokes, man. I have a similar story. Like, 1 second. It's gross shit.
Wait, I don't know if I need to reread that comment, but it's like, depending on which scene was happening, what moment was happening at the same time.
Right? It's just like,
why were you eating during that anyways?
During Monster.
I don't like Little Roman as Punk, so Punk says that to Jay.
So now Jay wants to fight Punk. This is getting interesting, man.
This is,
And
like I said, he is Roman corrupting, or
like,
I don't want to say corrupting, but he's
yeah.
setting him up of that's that mindset.
Oh, Jay went for the super kick, Jimmy.
Oh, and Punk lays out Jay. But now it's Jimmy. That's my brother. Jimmy's behind Punk. You got to super kick him. You got a super kick.
Yeah, 100%. I can fight with him. You can't touch my bro. What the fuck you doing?
That's
You're going to hit
brother.
him right in front of me?
Listen, you can call KJ bald all you want, but the second somebody outside of this calls him bald, we gonna fight. Right.
That's why I'm willing to fight Ryback, because Nick will step in for me.
if he swing, I swing. It looked like we're double touching.
It's 2-on-1, motherfucker. We're going.
No, that's what I remember happening. If he swing, I swing. It looks like playing double touch.
That's it. I might be pissed off at you, but you're not going to bat my brother in the face right in front of me.
If he swing, I swing. It's like we're playing Skip to Malou. Oh, EO. Her
heart is broken.
Is it just her face can't show emotion, or?
Oh, Nick.
I'm just asking. Questioning minds need to know.
This one's from Paul.
Both these guys remind me of Negan so much. I don't know if he's talking about you and I.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
So, are we going to get Punk and LA versus the Usos? And how does that break down? Does this lead to, like, is this just problems leading into like a war games where they need to get their shit together? And
yeah, this feels like we're gonna have some sibling infighting before we all have to fucking team together because Shelbyville showed up in Springfield and we need to take back our fucking lemon tree type shit.
Yeah, and what I do like, Nick, is I do like the idea that it feels old school to me, where you got like all these guys are fighting over wanting to be the guy that gets to go after the belt. You know what I mean? The belt actually feels important when you got Jimmy and Jay and LA and Punk all fighting over being
is that a lost art? Because
a little bit
grew up to where yes, Hunter would be a champ at times, Gwen would be a champ at times, Austin would be a champ, Kane, Taker, you name it, but they weren't all the champ all the time. And that's the thing, is there was a lot of matches that were really good matches just to get an opportunity to challenge for the championship.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah, I would say like often we get like, oh, let's just have a tournament, or hey, so-and-so just showed up. Like that idea that everyone gets very fixated on I'm feuding with this guy, so I want to fight you. And we kind of lose sight at times of the titles. And I think in a lot of the modern wrestling, it's just very mono-focused on, or at least it should be in a lot of cases, but they don't really, you kind of lose sight of like, oh, that title's out there. But you make Seth feel important as a champion. You make the belt feel important when you got.
Is that the issue? You need to make the belt feel important because the belt, respectfully, has not felt important since Roman had it.
Oh, I mean, I right now it's the most important belt in wrestling. It's more important than Cody's
belt.
Is
that just because it's on the biggest company? Does it feel?
I think overall.
No, the question remains: does it feel right now as important when Roman held it versus now?
Roman had a different belt, if I'm being picky. But I see what you're meaning. I mean, Roman was at the height of something very special. Does Roman's belt still carry the same kind of gravitas it did when he had it? Probably not. Man, maybe that's on Cody. Maybe that's on Cody's booking. I don't know. But I actually think Seth has elevated the other belt past it. Like Seth, when we talked about Hangman and Cody, the other part of that equation is I think Seth is the best of all three, the most important of all three, and delivering overall better than all like in that group of champs.
I would say it's closer between Hangman and Seth than it is between Cody and Seth.
Yeah, I don't know if I can go there with you, especially because again, I don't see Cody fighting.
Well, I didn't even say how I felt of who was winning between at the end there. I think it's at least closer between Seth and Hangman than Cody and Hangman. I like I said, I like with Hangman if I feel like it's the champ feels vulnerable. The champ feels like he could lose it. Cody at this point, unless it's some hullabaloo, some Royal Rumble, some extra super special circumstance, I don't feel like he's ever in danger. I don't feel like he's ever in a threat.
But I mean, I think for me, that is indicative of a champion. Like, at times, like, I mean, being vulnerable means that Hangman's average. He's one of the boys. Like, Hulk Hogan never felt like today's the day he's going to lose the belt, or like a guy like Ric Flair or whoever. Like, you pick the big champions throughout history, you always felt like they were better than everybody until somebody proved otherwise. Well, Hangman is just another guy fighting Lee Moriarty on a Wednesday. Where's his hot dog and his bag of chips? Thanks, champ.
Fuck you, because I was going to make the whole comparable about, I've watched just two former champs or two teams projected to be champs just get their shit packed in by somebody that wasn't supposed to be winning everything.
Right.
And then you turn the Lee Moriarty thing, fuck you, he's an artist. It was in his hometown.
It shouldn't have happened. It should not have happened. It should not have happened. Give Lee a match against fucking Danny Garcia if you want to give him a hometown fucking rub. But to have your champ win the belt and come off that with guys like MJF out there.
Hangman is not without fault as he is overused on their television product. I shouldn't see him wrestle a trios match here, there, whenever. And so tonight, CM Punk and LA Knight versus the Usos.
What the fuck?
The Lord giveth and the Lord speaketh.
That is crazy. You know what they did? Well, they keep saying that we do the opening segment and it's the main event. So we'll do the top of the hour and make that the main event.
We're gonna do, and we're gonna still tie it in to the start of the show.
But hey, that's a huge main event with a lot of implication. And I don't know how the fans feel out there. I personally kind of like this cluster of like Jay. What I do like is that Jay didn't just go like, "Oh, we're back. Oh, we're all friends again." Jimmy did. Jimmy didn't have shit going on. He was happy to get the call. But Jay is very much like, and the comment Roman made earlier is, what's wrong with giving this guy advice? Like, I don't need a dad. I don't need a big brother. Fuck off.
As we are with EO versus Kyrie, and EO says, fuck you, I'm going after Asuka.
EO just said, let's go. Now, this is the good payoff of booking these ones.
Yes. But wait, no, you shouldn't do weeboo anime matches. No Joshi wrestling on my watch. But I like the whole idea that anything and everything can happen with these. Like, think about it between with Jey Uso and Jimmy. That, whole back and forth, as someone who has siblings, I know we both do. That's just been lasting years, and they still don't fully trust each other and everything. And we're still playing into that now. And still, Jay is, I'm going out for me. And even CM Punk brings up, I don't like little Roman.
Yeah, I don't like little Roman. And I think the interesting thing is right now we're like, could Jimmy turn and do something unexpected? Could Jay be the guy who's just so fixated on the goal that he turns? Could LA turn for being overlooked all the time? Hey, Punk's a great heel if he wants to be. It's a very intriguing dynamic. I actually like it.
Oh, yeah. I think it's one of those that they're going to set a couple that you think they're going to go with, and then it's probably going to be like the LA Knight one that you don't expect that comes out the back nine there.
Mm-hmm. And you set up that moment, like you said, like, Jimmy kicked Punk, but that's not a heel turn by any stretch. That's what you do.
That's my brother. Like, if he swing, I swing.
Yeah. And that's what he'll say. I didn't have any beef with you, but you can't bat my brother in the face in front of me. You can't do it.
Right. But we got EO versus Kyrie. So, folks, let us know who you got.
Asuka is the Great Muta of the women's division. EO is the Jushin Thunder Liger. That's like just deep cut. But I get the
I think you're just cutting just to say you made cuts. I don't think they fully compare, but Yeah,
Oh,
you reference Japanese wrestlers with Japanese wrestlers as
right.
EO and a moonsault into a commercial break.
Yeah, Judgment Day to SmackDown would be very interesting. How they would slot in there. Would it make it more interesting? Could you set up like a Finn Cody something? I don't know. That I mean, they might get lost in the shuffle over here on Raw.
Do they need a draft?
I mean, if they don't need a draft, they don't.
They just
Unless
need a
they're
free
gonna
agency
do
period? What?
do a free agency window. That to me is better than this bullshit nonsense draft where everybody gets a participation medal and NXT talent get drafted third because they have big upside.
Carmelo Hayes is
Oh
holy
my
shit.
god,
Kyrie with an Alabama slam on the EO onto
that
the
looked
side of the apron and like
disgusting.
brain matter go splatter.
That looked gross.
But it's still everyone seems safe out of it. So that's one of those when you don't do a ton of that versus we've got 57
Right.
coffin drops in one match.
Yeah.
That's impactful. Like that's in a commercial break and stopped us dead in our tracks.
It just so impactful from little Kyrie of all people too. But yeah, no, I mean the chemistry with these two women is going to be outstanding, as we know. But Kyrie's still kind of torn, even though she's kicking her ass, which is hilarious. But
Well, after she got smacked around and everything, though, too.
right. What was the comment I was just about to? Where was it? The woman. Hey, that's a very good point. The women on Raw tonight have been showing out. It's been a ladies' night on Raw, and we've had, I'd say, a good ladies' match, a great ladies' match, and a match in progress. Y'all can figure out which one's what because you.
Monday Night Raw and NXT have had the best women's divisions in pro wrestling.
Right. Yeah, I mean, NXT books them like no others. TNA, to their like, they want to book the women more. The knockouts have just gone through so much injuries and free agency. Like, they need to reconfigure. TK, I know people are going to be like, no, shocker, he doesn't like TK. The women's division is embarrassing in a lot of ways. It's depleted. They don't use anybody. You bring in women. Like, if Dakota Kai shows up tomorrow, unless you bring her in and shock the world by beating Mercedes for one of her
because 10 belts.
They're going for 10. So you bring Dakota in just to eat an L. Make it like, again, I'm not going to go through the whole list. There is a list of women that are not being seen on TV. Good luck with it. They need to figure that out. Mondays is better. Fridays, I mean, we just saw a main event. Yes, a botched ending, but I feel like the women are being highlighted so much better by lots of other companies, not just the big ones. GCW, TNA, MLW, all Tony books women worse than just about any company I can think.
Friday, though, is the worst wrestling program out of WWE.
Not this week. Not last week that just passed. Friday was, I think, better than Monday. Monday last week wasn't strong. So on the whole, you're right, but not this week.
Is this botched finish SmackDown you're talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, I think SmackDown itself, outside of the botch main event at the end,
That's all anyone talks about for SmackDown, though.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough. As Kyrie with a little bit of a, not fully a tarantula,
right?
But hey,
100%.
Notice how, though, when we'll watch AW and it's like Hikaru Shida versus Riho, and it'll have a whole different vibe and a whole different feel and everything to this match versus this is Io Sky versus Kairi Sane with Asuka at ringside. So again, still all, as I smack my pop filter, all Joshi wrestlers and everything. But this has a whole different feel, has a whole different importance, has a whole different implication, and actually feels like a competitive match versus which one's gonna breeze away.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, different vibe, different energy. People try and compare it. It's not the same. Like, this is a really good match. The Mercedes Rio is going down for me as one of my votes as worst match of the year.
Fair enough. So we are getting advertised tonight. So that's got to be your main event of 6-man tag match. AJ Styles, Penta, Dragon Lee versus.
No, the main event is the Usos against LA Knight.
What we got?
Is that not?
Oh, I forget that we don't end on the straight hour. We end on the half hour.
Right? We got. I said we're gonna get at least 2 matches. Now we got 3 good matches. Like this one, and then the next 2 matches are gonna be great.
Right. Oh.
But I'll be right back before all of that goes down.
There you go. As KG's taking a pause for the cause as EO's going up to the top rope here. Oh, missile drop kick. And a handspring over. And even right before all of that they set up, if anybody caught it, when EO got whipped in the corner and then hopped through the middle rope on the outside to turn around and set up everything, of just little details that are missing and lacking and done real well. As German suplex, 2 count as Kyrie kicks out. Daisy, big slick Nick, this is a good Raw. AEW. Well, see, and that's always the thing, is you don't have to bring up AEW in every conversation with WWE, but so far, this has been a really good Monday Night Raw. Is it weird that just because it's at its normal time, 1, 2 count, it's at its normal time, it's the go-home show for Crown Jewel, it's managed to really kind of hit every little notch and niche throughout it. I know Raw, Alabama Slam again. Raw has been the better of the 2 main WWE shows, but especially now, I think that they've managed to kind of finally make it all click together. Insane elbow, as she's even torn to do it. Feet up. And I'll give I'll give Kyrie credit with that if she still jumped like $1 million, even though them shits was up for a minute. Meteor from EO. Billy is saying Raw is good tonight. I agree again. I agree. I think they're finally getting everything kind of clicking together. Oh, EO going up top with Asuka. Step up in. Asuka, you already got your shit rocked, and you're causing a distraction again. Oh. Does anyone help out Rio? 1, 2. As Asuka helps Kyrie with the pin, grabbing the hands. So Kyrie picks up the win. Kyrie pins EO. Click together right now over the wall. Again, as we've got about 73. I know we've been flirting with the 80s, the 90s. Let's see if we can get this triple digits. And again, we're still marching on to that 8K, that 9K, that 10K subscribers and everything. So again, just go out there and spread the good gospel of wrestling out there. Go, be a friend, tell a friend. Trust me, sometimes you don't even know if you're telling a friend that, hey, come out here and hang out with my buddies out here. That might be, the best thing for him, as Asuka setting up the insane elbow. I almost called it the mic drop elbow, but the insane elbow from Kyrie on the EO, and Kyrie's still beside herself if I had to take down my sister. No Rhea Ripley, though, Alan. Surprisingly, no Rhea Ripley coming out here and get involved in any of this. Commentary said Rhea was in Australia doing media, so she couldn't save EO tonight. How convenient. And does that potentially turn EO in a way of, hey, you were supposed to be there to save me, but you weren't. They're my family. You are not. As I got Baron and Tessator. As again, quick reminder to everybody and anybody out there, we will be back at it tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time, for not only NXT TNA Invasion. I'm still calling it Invasion. I don't care if they want to call it a showdown. And we're also getting Title Tuesday. Wednesday, I think, might be the rarest of all occasions. We might be taking a pause for the cause as a channel on a Wednesday. But still, back at it on Thursday for Bound for Glory and Crown Jewel predictions, as I'm getting the video package between Seth and Cody, which, yeah, again, at WrestleMania 40, Seth was helping out Cody, even though they've had their whole, purple pack issues and everything. But Friday, SmackDown, Australian Daylight Savings Time. Hit your bell notifications already for it. You've been warned on a Monday. So if you come on a Friday and you're confused about it, you've been warned. Hit the bell notification. We'll be here at 7:30 Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I said words. Saturday, 8 a.m., Crown Jewel. Sunday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Bound for Glory. Finally, an evening pay-per-view. And also, it's going to be the last time of the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys up there. TNA's whole fallout of after everything from the invasion, from the showdown, to Trick Williams versus Mike Santana, the TNA title. Javon Evans versus Leon Slater, of one of those set up to be a show you can't miss, is Bound for Glory. And then again on Monday, I forgot that was on Sunday, but on Monday we'll be back at it again, 8 a.m. again, because WWE likes Australia. They like their New Zealanders. They like their Aussies, always. 8 a.m. on a Monday Night Raw. So if you were confused about the time they were owing today, make sure you hit that bell notification, because we got you covered. We'll be here even a little bit before they go. Now I show up. Well, Gen Z, Gen X, Gen Z, Gen Y, Gen XYZ. There's never a late time here. You can always, catch up whenever, and we still always appreciate you showing up, as long as you don't show up at closing. But even then, that's the still thing. We're going to be up at 8 a.m. You'll watch us when you're clocking into your shift at work, or you can watch us, later on when you decide to get off work and, watch it and everything. We'll be already out there for you. Final boss sighting. Anybody see Dwayne? Yeah, so they're going through everything with WrestleMania 40 of how he pretty much put everything out there to still help Cody. Of my knee, my everything, my knee. This is a good package. This is a great package of, I like that there is, and it's again, it feels new, but it's also not new, of having the interpersonal connecting between your top guys and everything, of why Seth and Punk have an issue, why Drew and Punk have an issue, why Cody and Seth have an issue, why Roman and Seth have an issue. Of you're tying in all of the history, and all of this is when you fully have developed and fully fleshed out a character, versus we're hot shot booking, but like you still have this like bitter, like little brother, middle brother, cousin, family feudish a little bit of, I've been the guy that's been here. I'm supposed to be where you are. I'm supposed to be the face of this company, but somehow you are. You're the one that's always out there. You're the one that is out there on all the advertisements. You're out there with the podcast with Wheatley Vodka, but I'm out here. I'm the vision. I have, the mindset. I know where this company's going. You might have beaten me with your purple titty and everything like that, but this whole time I've been preaching the same image, the same vision, and what comes around goes around. If I've been here the whole time, Cody, you walked away and came back. I really think that I want to see, and you can let us know in the comments on the video afterwards, or if you're in the Discord or anything like that. I want to see, what is your list? What is your comparable And maybe that needs to be a discussion or a conversation at one point of what would be your attitude era, your what we got and grew up with. Like, who's your Triple H? Who's your Austin? Who's your Rock? All of that. Who's your facsimile? Like, with any sort of sport or anything, somebody gets drafted. What's your draft comparable to so and so? As Becky's losing her fucking mind, and this makes sense if after she sat there and just lost on the count out, and Seth's not bothered. Heyman is the most like southerny, like goddamn Powell Feinbaum, whatever the fuck of like just sitting there not doing nothing. Hey, as Becky, the last thing I heard Becky say was, "Tell AJ get a referee," as Seth calling up Paul. Ooh. Oh, as Seth saying, "Paul, did you call him? I have to win this Saturday." Dun, 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 dun. Oh, are we setting up a War Games on a colossal scale? Are we setting up Survivor Series Endgame? Did he say? Ooh. So Seth's running through with Paul. What happens if he loses to Cody Rhodes? You lose the faith of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Jesus Christ. I kept saying Braun Strowman. You throw away the entire fact that the Netflix era was founded on you. You'll be viewed as nothing in our industry except for the de facto wannabe champion. That is actually a really huge point that they just brought up there of if Seth beats Cody as initially the secondary champion, he extremely validates their championship. Tavion, new change. Sheesh. Anyone, as someone who recently in a dynasty league for fantasy football traded for Jackson Dart, just noticed this man out there dripping with a goddamn chain out the blue. But yeah, I almost kind of want even a replica of the Seth Rollins chain. But yeah, this man straight off the Miami fucking boardwalk. Oh. Why does Paul look conflicted with Seth? Why I picked you? Oh, if he lost, he has to. Paul has to ask himself why I picked you. Roman Reigns. That's what they're setting up. That's fully what they're setting up. World title match. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, WrestleMania. They'll tie into the whole Shield storyline, everything, as Jay is just crashing out to Roman. Oh, it's Jimmy's bed. I like this though because I feel like this is still. So I know I mentioned about it being Roman influencing Jay. I think it's also Roman teaching Jay like sometimes you need to just calm down. I don't learn these lessons. I mean, look at what happened to Gunther last year after he lost to Cody. He was an afterthought. Oh no, you can't say him versus Jay was not an afterthought. You can't say that. That's heresy. That might be a bridge too far for me. Heyman is talking like Dame Dash. He said, "I made you." Oh God Almighty! Dan Dash, or is he out there like Irv Gotti? Murder. I don't believe you. This gave the Cody Seth match the gravitas it needed. Absolutely. At 100% with that MDB. Now Seth and Cody means a lot more. Before I even said it's a fucking house show match. And you can open it, you can do it top of the hour, you can do it whenever because there's no real fallout to it. Now it means a whole lot more. As again, I keep missing Rowan and Jimmy, but Jimmy looks upset. Roman is dropping bars. I missed his bars. He's spitting hot fire. I was out here talking about Dylon, and Dylon. As I got Penta coming out right now. Lots of story beats tonight. And absolutely of how are we feeling tonight as not only a go-home show, but just as a Monday Night Raw? Because I've said it, I think Monday Night Raw's out of the two main shows.
Ooh, baby,
and
I
speaking
like
out
it.
of the two main hosts, the best out of the two of us, KJ White out here with the Monday Night Raws and everything like that. But yes, I think that Monday Night Raw is out here better than Friday Night SmackDowns week in and week out. And I think whether this is a go-home show or whether a weekly show, I think they've delivered on both ends.
Yeah, I think it's been a really good show. I think around the bell, it's been a lot. And I mean, the matches have been good, lady heavy matches, which sounds funny to say the way I did. But I think it's been good, man. And we're ending the show with a 6-man tag, which this is kind of funny. And you talk about it. You keep that ember going between AJ and Dom because we're going a little side tangent with Cena. So this is a nice way to just remind us that AJ still has an eye on Dom in case he does want to come back and go after that IC title. It should be a lot of fun. And then the main event's got a lot of intrigue. Somebody said a lot of nice story. Oh, right there, Richard. I would agree. Like, I mean, there's been a lot of, I've been very interested in the show. Even the last segment they just showed, I thought was really good with like Paul Heyman saying, like, Seth has made this so important to him that it feels important to us, I think, or at least to me, that they've made this match more than just an exhibition of champions. Like it means so much to Seth, and like even for Paul to go as far as like you lose to Cody, you lose this, that, you're gonna lose everything if you lose to Cody.
But that again, that was such a nice little beat and such a nice little element, and it's very, I don't want to say fully Romanesque, but it's in that kind of vein of the last saw it was something like that of so what happens? Like granted, he'd say it in a promo while Jimmy and Jay are there. So if I lose, this is what happens to everybody here. That's what happened backstage to where Paul's like, I'd even start to wonder why I chose you. Like that's
Yeah.
some deep cuts.
Yeah, I think you push again. You took a match that didn't have a whole lot of excitement around it, and you created this desperation. Well, why should we care? Because Seth really cares. Seth can't go 0-4 to this guy.
But again, I think that the nice little touch was makes me wonder why I chose you over Roman Reigns. Do you think that
Right.
is still setting up at the end of the day, WrestleMania 42, maybe WrestleMania 43, Saudi Arabia, Allah getting that blood money of Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins?
Yeah,
Close off
maybe.
the Shield storyline.
Yeah, maybe in a indirect way, like maybe a little bit, but I think ultimately, I think it's more of the idea of like I picked you instead of that guy. But if you lose, what did I do? Did I make a mistake? Like it's almost like should I offer my services and my abilities elsewhere because you can't get the W? And that's, I mean, just this added little twist to it. Yes, Roman and Seth are always going to be synonymous. And some like if this is leading to a War Games, that's also at play too, right? So,
well, I think it has to be, and even the whole aspect of will you lose the faith of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed? Of you lose
yeah,
this, you lose that. Of to have them explain what is at stake just outside of what we kind of envision as, or I've even said was just a house show match of, hey, it's champ versus champ. And hey, because they didn't do the show in Saudi Arabia, so we can't even get the crown jewel ring or the championship because
they
those
are
are locked
doing the ring.
exclusively. They are.
They're
I thought
doing
they
the
were
ring.
locked exclusively in the Saudi Arabia vault of
No,
Indianapolis Jones. Daniel
it's a,
Jones is the other one who could get him out.
it's going to be an annual crown jewel tradition, I believe.
Oh, I can't wait till
Wherever
Cincinnati,
they are.
Ohio has crown jewel, and we have to have the Saudi princes walk out of fucking multi-million-dollar championship.
Oh, sorry, Nick. AJ grabbed a mic and literally his music got like he got cut off with music and went motherfucker. He was pissed.
Well, on that note, I'm not pissed, but I will be back.
Saw a glitch. Interesting. AJ promo. AJ gets cut off, and here comes the JD, like on the Twitter. JD coming out. Let us know in the chat. I know we've been a little lax on the polls tonight, but poll is up for this match. Let us know how you feel about it. Seth is mad at Cody for teaming with Roman. I think that's a great addition to the rivalry. Remember, Seth adamantly refused to help Roman. Beyond that, yeah. And I mean, Seth, in that package we got tonight, went to the extent of explaining, like, I sacrificed my body, my career, my overall wellness for you to win the title. I wanted rid of Roman so bad, I helped you. And then you went and worked with him. How could you? Knowing what it meant to you to get that title and for my rivalry with Roman, and that's what like Nick going about talking about WrestleMania. Yeah, that's always a possibility. That's always there. Seth and Roman are kind of going to be linked from now to the end of their careers, as they have been for the first portion of their careers. So, yeah, I think it's got a lot of intrigue. As far as again, I think I said it. You take a match that felt like an exhibition. You take a match that it's just champ on champ, doesn't really mean nothing, and now it means something. And to be honest, and you guys can let me know if you agree or not, does Seth not feel more desperate than Cody? Right? Cody's going into this like, yeah, I gotta win one for the Gipper. But Seth is, I have to win. Like this, there's so much riding on this for Seth. And then there's the added little caveat, the cute little addition to the story of, did you make the call? Now, who's the call to? Is it Brock Lesnar? Is it somebody else? Brock's the obvious one. It's probably not Roman. Roman's preoccupied, and we know where all that stands. So who was the call to? If it's not Brock Lesnar, who is it? And how does that play into Saturday? 82% of the chat taking Team AJ. JD not getting a whole lot of love tonight, even though they are tag champs. But we're getting a trios little shuffle. It's Dragon Lee. We getting the replay of them going up and over. AJ, Dragon Lee, and Penta doing the little walk. Let's go. I feel like Seth Rollins has officially lost his pride as WWE top star, all because of cancers like CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I would argue not the case, Christian. I would argue that he's very prideful in being a champion. And I do think that plays into what he's going through with Cody. So I don't think he's lost his pride. His pride's bigger than ever. And, his ego might not be able to withstand a loss, is how they've conveyed it to me. So, yeah, I think he's a very prideful champion. And his pride will push him to whatever length he has to go to get the W. So that is my take with that. But I really do think that we are going to see Seth try everything he can to win. And Cody's going to put up a big fight. But spoiler alert for our show on Thursday, Cody's in trouble. and Cody will be fine. And I mean, you could even use Randy Orton to get Cody out of that situation quick and easy, right? Randy Orton's a problem solver in this scenario, right? Just when you think Cody's, got one over, or he's got rid of a distraction in the other members of the Vision or Paul or whatever, RKO to nowhere changes the game quick. So that's a possibility as well. Now, that all being said, right now, Penta's in the ring with JD McDonough. Good start to this match. The in-ring's been fun tonight. It's like the one scene from Jump Street. What did he refer to? Because I can recite both of those movies. Cody wants to win, but Seth needs to win. Yeah, right? Thank you. I would agree with that, right? Like, that's what it feels like. That's what they've created in this dynamic. So it's good. And I think Cody, I mean, anybody out there is like, oh, Cody's going to take an L. Again, Cody's Cody. He'll be fine. And I wouldn't even mind somebody like Randy surprising the world and maybe at Survivor Series winning the title. I'm predicting Brock calls Paul, or Paul calls Brock. Now, here's the question, Damien. What if it's not Brock? Who could be on the other end of the phone if Brock is busy? I think there's a 85% chance it's Brock Lesnar. But what? Yeah, I'm with you, Dale. He was pissed. He was not happy. And I still want to know more about what AJ meant when he said there's people here that don't want to see me on TV or do well. So I'm curious where that goes. Seth Rollins versus Roman next year in Vegas. Highly possible. Highly possible. Right? Especially right now. So you're late in 2025. Now, can you stretch it over 6 months? Roman's a little in and out. You can bring him back at something like Rumble. I don't know if I want to see Roman win another Rumble as we get a dragon screw on JD in the corner. But ultimately, I mean, yeah, like it's a marquee matchup every time we get it. We know what they mean to each other. We know the history. We know the story. Let them have the match. I have no idea what AJ was going to say. That's the question. I want to know what that reference is. I don't see it. Damn it. I need to rewatch that, man. That's like a go-to, like, throw something on just for a chuckle. Is overdosing on commercials tonight? Do you think so? I haven't really felt that way. Maybe I just, because we're doing this and Netflix, we just keep rolling. So you at home are going to be able to tell me in the U.S. market, has there been, but you said Netflix, so I've been okay with it. I mean, it hasn't, other than internal. And that's the question I have for the fans. Do you count the internal commercials, their own self-promotion, when they do the merch, the shop.com, Vegas, like on Netflix, for me, that's all I get is their in-house advertising. Is that okay? Do they do that too much? Are they supposed to promote their shows, promote their wrestlers, promote what they can? I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. Love the drone. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brock Lesnar shows up in Seth's War Games. So War Games ends up being the Vision with Brock Lesnar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would there be a fifth? Am I missing somebody in that equation? Does LA or somebody join that side of the ranks? That'd be interesting. Roman, Cody, Jay Jimmy? Do you go get Sammy? Who would it be? Dang, JD sold that like crazy. He sells everything like crazy, Richard. Nice roll up. 2-2-2. Cody Rhodes' stubborn attitude. It could be. I mean, again, it's one of those things. A stubborn champion puts himself in scenarios that maybe might not be the best for him. He's going to lose eventually. And honestly, I'd be okay with seeing some movement in the titles. Crowd pop for Dom. It's crazy. The whole thing with Dom is so all over the place, man. Punk, Roman, Cody, Uso, Cody, TBD. That's what I'm thinking. Like, who would be the TBD? And yeah, I didn't think of, like, would you pull Punk into it? Not a bad shout. He has issues with everybody. Yeah, on the other side as well, especially Seth. Oh, dude. I'm torn about this. It's funny that you say that. I mean, again, part of me is like, I kind of like when the Jags don't do great. I don't know if the Jags are for real. Tonight will be, what's the score right now? But a big step for Jags if they can have a good game here. Crown Jewel will fail. Fail how? Byron, do tell. You can't just say that. What do you mean fail? Like, not be a good show, not make money, not have fans. What regard will Crown Jewel fail, as you explain, sir? 6-man tag up next. Yeah, it's happening right now. I'm scrolling up. Last year. Gravitas, good choice of word. I give up. I tap out. Someone buy me a Money in the Bank seed. Jags up 21-14. Interesting start to the season. Right out of the gate. Couple surprise teams. I mean, I know Baltimore had injuries, but my God, their defense decided not to show up. In addition to not having any offense. I guess that's the breaks of having a marquee quarterback. But my God, some surprises for sure. Pick 6. Oof. Punk, Roman, Cody, Uso, TBD. Who's the TBD? These commercials are horrible. This is making a 2-hour show feel like a 5-hour show. I thought the shows had a good pace to it. Are you talking about on cable, Paul? Oh, okay. Wasn't even the juice wasn't worth the squeeze on that one, bro. But I'll give you that. It's all right. If Dakota Kai goes to AEW, do you know if she had a different indie name that she could use? I think Dakota Kai is hers. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. Right now, Dom is in control of Dragon Lee. Let me double check. That's a good question. Evie? Will she go back to Evie? I don't know. I thought Dakota Kai was hers. Charlie Crowley coming to the ring. Quite the name on her. Yeah, and I'm really curious. If you bring Dakota Kai in, does she come in and just go by the wayside? Does she, like I said, what if Mercedes drops the TBS belt to Dakota Kai to shock the world? I know what people are going to say. She can still go pick up 2 other belts. She doesn't necessarily have to have the TBS title, but a lot of people think she's going to get the world title as well. So if you're bringing Dakota Kai in just to take an L and be one of the women, I don't know if that's the right choice. I love that fucking movie. Sunshine, lollipops, and yeah, now we need a split screen sequence for both. As Penta flying. Big DDT on Finn. Yeah, Casey doesn't. I mean, it's hard to say that because look at them. But I think people. I felt like people said that last year. So is this just the next step into kind of the end of their little hi?
Speaking of end of little runs, but yeah, no, we're gonna trash talk Casey. I'm all the way for it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh, they are the
I know you are
fucking
for
arch
sure.
nemesis of me. Oh, with the fucking Buffalo
Yeah.
Bills out there. They have kept us
Yeah.
from many a Super Bowl, and they have rewritten rules because of games we've had against them.
Right.
So, yeah. No, fuck it. It is fuck KC for life. To hell with Patrick Mahomes. To hell with Travis Kelce. I will never listen to a Taylor Swift song.
I got Kelsey putting up points. Leave me alone.
You can have that. Well, I beat you and I'm about to lose. Well, and even on fantasy. Now my starting quarterbacks or my starting running backs out for like 4 weeks on injured reserve.
Cry me a river.
Shut up.
Cry me a river.
You won the championship last year. You shut up. You have
I had a nice bounce. I had a nice bounce
I
back week.
struggled last year to get here.
Just get in. All you got to do is get in the playoffs, and anything can happen. So it's early. But
The
AJ
New
getting
York
hung up on the ropes
Giants.
by Dom.
Drop kick.
Oh, come on. There's no hope, eh? Kai will lose to Mercedes, not losing that belt no time soon. See?
Mm-hmm. She's about
Rusev,
to
watch
take on
out.
Jody Threat to win a 10th belt as
Speaking of jackass.
Dom's just hightailing it on it. Oh, super kick
Penta.
to Rusev.
Yo, Penta Rusev would be fun.
As Dom's just hightailing it.
Big. Oh.
Stop splash. Stop splash.
Hooks him. Drops him. 1,
2, 3.
2, 3.
Is that like one of the most like specific to a wrestler moves of anytime you see that anything, it's always the Styles Clash, and he like is synonymous with that move,
right? Yeah, 100%, man. And
so,
AJ's now got the mic. He was pissed when they cut him off.
Hey, well, this goes into the whole somebody doesn't want me here.
This match at Crown Jewel.
We don't need a story. It explains itself.
Yeah, so that's a fuck you to the IWC. Where's the story? Fuck y'all.
Dear Dave, I told you to fuck off, but you still keep calling. And he salutes. Let's fucking go.
Salutes. Bring back the Good Brothers. Man, I like them.
They're going to show up in NWA if anyone cared.
Oh, shit.
Well, and Cross is going to show up in MLW. That's more important than NWA Good Brothers. But yeah. That match, Styles versus Cena, has to main event. Has to.
You think so? What if there's
to work rate the story of everything that they can tell for it, even though they fell into a great story that they can tell.
No, there is no story. Fuck, we don't need a story.
First off, fuck your bitch and think you claim. But no, there is a whole, you can sit there and do a whole video package. They did it earlier tonight of John Cena, the face, the figurehead of WWE, essentially the next embodiment of Hulk Hogan and everything versus AJ Styles, who was the independent, who was the guy that was self-made, the guy. You have Mr. TNA, Mr. NW, Mr. Independent, Mr. Ring of Honor, Mr. New Japan versus, the WWE Superman.
Right, good promo from AJ. I agree with you, and again, I like what AJ's doing, and as we got LA and Punk in the back, we got one more match left here tonight.
Still gonna get the tag match.
The main event, the Usos taking on LA Knight and Punk. Punk Knight.
Is it interesting that we're at 10:20 and starting this match? So you're wondering how much do they give it? Do they give it a half hour? Do they give it 15?
I think they give it 10 and change.
Disqualification, it amounts to runoffs.
Yeah, something like that. Just it goes a kerfuffle. Yeah, I mean, there's possibilities here, but I don't think they're going to go super long. Where are they?
I was going to say, I was like, this is a hell of a response for Jey Uso's entrance. Everybody's standstill looking for him.
Oh, Bear just said it. Did they get lost? Yo, did someone take out the Usos?
No.
Oh, no, they did get lost.
We didn't show it like Jericho to where they go through and you know, they try and pull on the exit door and someone pulls it back to prove that it's locked.
Right. Main event time. Get your votes in, folks. Who you taking? Who you taking? Who you taking? I think we got another match added. We could. I mean, I thought maybe they were teasing a couple things that could be added from tonight, but I mean, they generally don't add matches the day before, but there are exceptions to that rule.
This match is fully getting interfered with, though, and probably a no contest by the Vision.
Right.
Braun Breaker and Braun Strowman showing up and fucking this matchup. And then, hey, guess what? Roman shows up to save the day.
Yeah, or fuck up, right? Do they cross those wires to plant more seeds as we go out tonight?
Well, no. What does he do? He Superman punches CM Punk?
CM Punk? Yeah, I could. I mean, unless he hits Jay. Maybe he hits Jay with a spear. Oops.
I can see it, but that's like, yeah. What?
I don't know, right? Right, like the door is open for problems here.
Well, the door is open for this to be a quick match because it's 10:22, and I know there's the whole Netflix. We can go till whenever, but
yeah,
at the same time, we ain't gonna do a 2.5 hour special based on a few barbaric matches. Just saying.
Yeah, and I agree with Jose. Like somebody's gonna catch a little shit. They were probably at the wrong tunnel, dude. It was fucking.
Jay was finishing his hot dog and couldn't make it out.
Right.
He was still trying to get that energy up to just yeet for fucking 27 minutes.
Right. Pull up your pants. We gotta go.
Yeah, well, he's out there with the schmedium shirt on, by the way, of that this fucker keeps riding up on him.
Any chance Saruka versus Charlexa gets on the card because Zarya's from Australia? Be a cool thing. I'd be okay with that.
Did you see everyone losing their mind because they finally saw what Zarya looks like without the makeup and everything? It's like, well, what did you think she looked like? A fucking gargoyle or something?
In the day of filters and collagen and all that other fun stuff, who knows?
Schmiegel.
But yeah, no, I mean, again, I understand it's I'm
almost putting the makeup on, raid me, invade me.
Like she looks like a wrestler. She's good to go.
Xeno warrior princess, my ass. Bring it on.
Yeah. As we're running it back, I believe we are in a commercial break for some. Now, somebody said their Netflix counter came back. I do not have a Netflix counter, and I'm upset about it.
Well, yeah. Well, and also I've used the Vippin, and I have to go swimming through the sea of Vippins, it seems, even amongst your country, to find one that actually decides it wants to pull up Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm. Devin, KJ, you ready? I'm so ready. I'm going to have so much fun during Ishii Moxley tomorrow. I cannot fucking wait. Strap in and strap on. That is going to be a conversation.
Yes, because it will be happening exactly opposite of Jeff Hardy or of the Hardy Boys versus Dark State for the tag team belts. So that'll be that nice little 1A to 1H.
It'll be very interesting how these match up like head to head. So we'll see how it all works out. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm just super pumped.
Intercontinental Championship match next Monday at 8 a.m. Penta versus Dom.
They're gonna book it to make people like think about waking up. Not bad.
That or hey, I gotta catch the replay.
At least, right? Bird
yeah, how many people out there? Again, make sure you hit that bell notification so you're out there at 8 a.m. the ass crack of dawn with us. We talk about brunch with the boys. This straight up breakfast with the boys.
Why the fuck is my dude? I mean, I'm gonna try and choke him out, but he doesn't have a neck, so I'm gonna have to eat his bones. I'm gonna have to break his ankles shatter his children's dreams.
I dropped
Gonna
my
be great.
money, so he's gonna have to gnaw on me to gig me.
I won't sell. He won't sell.
I
We're
told you
not
it's
gonna
for the
do
title
shit.
of who won't sell the most.
But I'm gonna bleed. I'm gonna bleed. I tell you, I'm gonna bleed. It's gonna be a bleeding kind of match.
And Darby Allin's gonna show up and do a coffin drop and try and set me on fire.
Oh yeah, Darby's gonna be the issue, isn't he? But here comes Punk.
Yeah, well, because we're still setting up an I Quit match because we've got to have a stipulation after we've had a stipulation to have a stipulation.
Right. Make sure you have an yeah, right. I'm blowing it right off.
Oh.
And we're off and running. Big fight. Almost split 50-50. Slight edge to the Usos from the chat, Nick. So main event
legal
time.
Man?
What's that?
Who's legal man?
I don't think anybody yet because nobody. We haven't really. Yeah.
I need
really
legal man
established that.
syndrome to be fixed here.
Oh, there you go. The ref's getting
There you
control.
go. So
I like it.
Jay and LA are going to be your first two legal men.
Jay and LA.
Hey, what do you say?
Nick will be here tomorrow for Title Tuesday. My happy day. Devin's pumped. He's here every Tuesday.
Yeah, well, I'm here for Invasion, for Showdown, and Title Tuesday just so happens to be. Now, I don't mean to beat a dead horse when they've already started to rot, but so this is the same company, right, that moved TNA off of Wednesdays and moved them to TNA to Tuesdays, and now is chasing them to Tuesdays because they can't hold water on Wednesdays. Yeah. On to themselves and everything, are recording record lows on their anniversary shows, but you know, somehow Tuesday should be rattling their boots.
Yeah, no, and I mean, is it the case of we're not going to pull a good number on a Tuesday, so let's just put on the bet, put on a decent show and get out of there. What's that? Yeah. No, I got you. I was like, huh? I whispered for a reason, KJ.
Right.
But no, I think I don't know if that was the case. I don't like that mentality. Like, stack it. Like Moxley, Ishii, Mercedes against TBD, fucking nice neck breaker. Again, this mixed match. We're just
don't call it Title Tuesday then if you're gonna only have one title match.
Yeah, I couldn't think of any other alliteration that would work.
Just Kitty Dynamite, Tuesday, motherfucker. Just Dynamite. Right? Why does it got to be a 2.5 hour
Tantrum Tuesday?
That's what he does in his bedroom. He's just out there, Cuba Gooding Jr., just punching the fucking wall all the time.
Right. Timu Tuesday. Ooh,
that might have it stuck in that.
Yeah, I agree, Boston. It's fucking hilarious. I like Ishii as a wrestler, like once upon a time, but that time has passed, and you have so many wrestlers sitting on the bench. This Ishii match makes zero sense. We see Moxley too much. We see the same people too much. Learn how to cycle people in and out.
The New Japan crossover was cool initially when they would start to cycle people in. It's very much like the TNA crossover. That's why I even say I think Joe Hendry's kind of gotten watered down in this. I've seen him too much. But now that you get your Ishiis, you get your Minoru Suzuki's, you get your Tanahashi's, that just kind of show up and kind of do fuck and all with it. But that was cool 2 years ago. Now it's passe.
It's funny. Jay looks like he's either wearing a thong or has a tramp stamp. Am I allowed to say tramp stamp? No, whatever. But anyway, that was a weird angle for Jay.
No, he's just got the long ass spinal tattoo and everything. Oh, don't worry. Once he does the LeBron James taunt, everyone's gonna instantly, associate again with Jada, which we're getting a new LeBron James announcement. Strap on and strap in tomorrow at noon Eastern time. We're getting the second to last announcement from LeBron James.
This guy loves grandstanding, don't he?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought
you were talking about me, so I just embraced it. So, yeah.
Right, it's all we can do. But Jimmy all over LA Knight, Tony Tuesday, that would have worked. Tony Tuesday.
No,
Now,
it
is
wouldn't
there a
have.
party?
It's mediocre instead of it's great.
Well, here's the thing for the fans, Nick. What
Mhm.
if we're wrong? What if they truly are like they look at their call out and go, that's a great show. I can't wait to put this show on. They must think it's
Mhm.
good. They booked it. So as much as we're like, he just mailed it in, what if he didn't? Like, this is his swing.
I'm missing the point where you said we're wrong. Because I don't care if he swung, if he fucking check swinged. I don't care if he went for a knuckle puck. I don't care what the fuck he did. This is a swing and a miss, my guy.
Right.
You can try and bunt this shit all you want. You're still missing a high fastball on the outside with this, I feel.
Right. As the match rolls on, we do get over the 10:30 mark here Eastern time.
Yeah.
Jay in the ring with LA. So a little bit of an overrun here tonight.
Well, and again, see, it works when you don't know an official time end and everything versus like we're gonna end at 10 or it's a 2.5 hour show. Just kidding, it's a 2 hour and 45-minute show because of an overrun. That's a bit different.
I don't think they should be advertising their overruns. You got to make them feel spontaneous.
They never should have. It's never worked.
And you don't do commercials in an overrun. That's asinine.
No, because that's the whole point of, folks, we're not supposed to be on the air. This is overtime. How do you see the NFL or the MLB? Hey, they might because of innings, but the NFL of, hey, we're going into overtime right now. You may get one commercial that starts it, and then they just kind of let it run through.
Same thing with
it could end at any minute.
Same thing with hockey, right? Like when they go to overtime in the playoffs, no commercial breaks, no commercial stoppage, play is continuous, and then intermission comes and you get like 24. They cram them all in here, like
right.
But that's the way it should be in an overrun, right? It's that moment where
an overrun is meant to be not intended. Not intended. That is the biggest issue that people forget with a fucking overrun. It's not supposed to happen.
It's no longer an overrun. It's your show length.
Yes.
That is your show, moron. Like, think about it. Here's Punk up and over.
Punk taking out Jimmy.
Joe versus Hangman. See, this Joe versus Hangman thing, I struggle with it. I love Joe. I like Hangman. It just out of left field, dude.
I don't hate it. I
just don't.
I actually kind of like it. I think again, this goes to where
the guy's a trios champ. Get the trios belt off him. It's out of left field. It's babyface on babyface.
But see, I followed even Boston's advice at times of if you just forget the story, you get good matches.
Yeah, and you're not wrong on that one. Like if I ignore the story, this is real cool. But my God,
if you ignore 5 years, 6 years of a company, it's really cool. But if you pay attention to maybe the last week, it'll work.
The week before, and they just like, he gave my belt back roughly. Is Joe that much of a bitch?
You pussy.
Yeah, like fuck, Joe.
Imagine KJ pitched to me weird on the intro, so I just got mad.
Super kick from Jimmy. Jay goes up. Yeah, man.
Uso splash.
We'll discuss the stamping part, my guy.
We'll get stamped and just not be on a tramp. It might be by a tramp, but not on a tramp.
Hey, TD, mine will not be. I know exactly. 3 hour show, let go. Yeah, I mean, again, you might be right. We still got 25 minutes to get there. I don't know.
No, we ain't gonna get that full length. We're gonna get 2 1/4.
That was a 2 1/4. Oh, Punk
spear. Fucking no one should be doing the spear besides Roman and Braun at this point in WWE. It's not a good spear.
It's not nearly.
It's a 2K anime. It's a Madden
why-
animation tackle hit stick.
That's why it's not his finisher.
Go to sleep.
GT.
Ew.
Oh, LA makes a sneak tag.
1,
No
2.
way. Oh
And
shit!
I don't know if Punk was just gassed or pissed, but lets him have it. But I did not expect that to go that way.
The Usos take an L straight up.
Clean.
Which is fine by 2 singles, guys. But LA steals it, laughs, and walks away laughing. This is interesting.
Well, and Punk even kind of is giving them the like, I see you, but you didn't do anything to fight back. I'm more surprised that it's a clean finish, and especially by LA onto Jay. Well, Jimmy not involved in the finish. Jimmy's chain broke. Did he have to sit there and sit out the whole rest of this match to fix his chain?
He got bopped. He's out.
Jane Cargill broke her fucking cranium and split that shit wide open and was back at it quicker than Jimmy was.
Right? LA walking off. I like the LA CM Punk situation.
They took the shit out of the go to sleep as your ending for a Monday Night Raw and pivoted it. And I'll give them credit for it.
And I like the fact that Punk hit a go to sleep and he went to sleep. There was no big kick out for 3 more moves and then a BFT to follow. Then he finally gets pinned. No, go to sleep.
Was it weird though that Punk just kind of sat there in the turnbuckle?
No, he was gassed.
Well, I'm just asking him that to where LA sat there. What?
What would he have done?
I'm asking the question. That's why I was
asking you a question.
Would he have not tried to shove LA off of saying, no, I hit this shit and everything? Would you have not had that being that little bit of struggle and everything? Well, I'm just wondering if they could have gone there, if you would have had them have that struggle, that back and forth of, no, this is mine, no, this is mine, no, this is mine.
Well,
and then maybe get Jimmy Sledge in, super kick.
But then now you're getting into that extra booking. GTS, go to bed.
I just asked a question.
That's the extra booking. That's not the right. No, I think that Punk just came off hitting the move, falls into the corner, the blind tag happens. You're gonna get the win. We're like if you jump them or pull them off, now you're fucking up your win. And yeah, if they were going the other way, Jay hits a super kick and now LA, but LA getting the win here is interesting. And it's heel adjacent as he starts rolling that way, as we're watching an evolution of LA Knight. I said it. All 4 of these guys can be heelish. I think LA just made a statement.
I've been watching too much AEW lately.
Yeah, right? Like 2, 3 more finishes. I just praised them for not doing it.
Well, no, I mean, it might be even a SmackDown. And wait, did we get a full kick out too? We just need to have someone drag somebody over to a moonsault.
Clean as a whistle, my guy. Get it over with. The
finisher matters. That shuts up a lot of LA haters and a lot of CM Punk haters and a lot of haters to that whole situation. So LA gets the win clean.
Yeah.
On the go home show.
Yeah. It's interesting. It opens doors. And where's Punk and LA going to go? It also, the Usos who just came back together, not very successful. Now, does that strain the relationship? Like, why would we get back together? We can't fucking win a match, bro. What are we doing?
But I like that that's been the ongoing situation of even now with Roman involved. And hey, give them credit. Roman was not involved in the main event. But we've even talked about that as 2 people who work together all the time, regularly and everything. That it'd be like if for like 2 months straight, we just told each other to go ourselves and everything, and then came back and we're like, so this works out, right? Yeah, no, it'd be a little awkward, a little bit initially.
If Copeland was getting written off TV for a bit, listen, I know where you're going with this. Why wouldn't they have him get his ass beat and his wife dropped and have him stretchered off or something? I hate the way they did it. I feel like I've had this issue with Mina Shirakawa. I had this issue with Darby Allin. I had it's a lack of foresight, boss, and I truly think that's what it is. Like they just want to do the match. So we have the match, but Edge needs time off. So fuck it, we'll do this and we'll do all this. When you come back in 2 months, the fans will still love it. No, that's not how this works.
They didn't happen this though because they got everything that he said with Beth Phoenix, they did. But the Copeland thing gets weird because everybody instantly is like, oh, he's just going to pop in and be John Cena's last opponent. And then everyone's like, no, he's doing fucking Highlander or whatever. What's the goddamn movie that he did and everything?
Well, he
the
was in
children's movie.
Was it Percy?
Yeah, Percy Jackson. He's
There you
doing that
go.
and everything. And so that's where he needs time off for it. It's like, if you just didn't tell anybody, they'd almost give a shit a little bit more about your product.
Yeah, I agree. Raw over kind of weird ending. I actually didn't mind the ending because I thought the main event was kind of fun, and then I thought the twist with LA Knight's good because now we're seeing a new side of LA. So I mean, the crowd is left a little like, what the fuck? But they wanted to leave us with a bit of that what the fuck right now.
Well,
and oh shit, is LA and Punk gonna fight?
Could be. Well, hopefully we're not going to fight. But what are you giving tonight out of 10 for Monday Night Raw?
I don't know. I'm in a good mood, man. I might go 8. I might go 8 tonight. I see Richard saying 8 as well, but I thought the in-ring was really good tonight. And I've been talking about this for a while. Like, I thought all 3 women's matches were good. Maxine and Becky killed it tonight. Great match. The trios match, a lot of fun. AJ gets the win, gets to shoot off about Cena a little bit, give us a salute, which was interesting. A lot of like subliminal messaging tonight. A lot of moving the needle on stories. The main event, I thought, was a surprise finish. Good match, not great. I think overall, like 7.5, 8.
I'm good with an 8 because you even had the connective tissue of even to where later on in the night to where Becky's just losing her gourd.
Yeah.
To me, how they started the show really set the tempo and set the pace for the rest of the show because Kyrie and Io wasn't bad. It wasn't a barn burner, but it wasn't bad. Like,
yeah, it was good.
They put with the Maxine and Becky match pulled something out of me that I haven't had like come to the forefront in quite a minute and everything of Ashley getting behind the fucking jobber and everything. So that has to raise it up a point or two. Like that was a masterclass there.
Right. And people online are going to try and shit on Maxine, but it doesn't matter what she's done, what she used to do, blah, 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 blah. None of that matters. All that matters was she got in the ring tonight between the bells. She did her job and she did it well. And
that was really good old school wrestling storytelling.
Right. And again, another thing that kind of got left open. LA Punk's left open. That's left open. Like what's happening with the Kabuki Warriors all left open. And I love the fact that they even said, why is Rhea not here? Well, Rhea already went back home. She's doing media. Okay, that makes sense. So the bad guys are taking advantage of an opportunity. Got me a little more excited about Crown Jewel. Overall, a highly entertaining show. The 2.5 hour plus went fast.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for crying out loud, we're still here. We're closer to 3 hours here, talking about it, and it ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Right. Who cares, Paul? Dude's deranged. I'm not sure what that is. 24-21 by the Jags.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, some people in the chat just, you get thrown in the penalty box for high commenting. I hate the game on Dale, or I have the game on. Fair enough. So Jordan's giving it an 8. I think we were giving it an 8.
Yeah.
24-21 got that. Mega is giving it 4 good matches. Maybe I can grade the first half. I really enjoyed the Oscar stuff, and I thought the match I saw was good. So I gave the first half a 7 out of 10.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, I was happy with it.
KJ with his happy jolly ass.
Let's
go. Pass that shit.
It was a good one tonight. I mean, again, we've been kind of hard on them. I think I give it like a 6, 6.5 last week, maybe, or the week before. But we've talked a lot about the struggles in the cookie cutter. Tonight was a little different, a little mixed up. Like we said, they built the main event in the opening, the top of the hour. So slight little tweaks that help the show feel a little better than it has.
Right. Well, and even then, I mean, you're giving it a 7.75. You can't really be, splitting too many hairs of we're splitting over a quarter here.
Right. MDB 7. So I mean, I might be on the high side. Damian loved it 8.5.
Well, I'm seeing a bunch of like 7.5, 7.5,
Yeah.
7.5, 7s. But even then, I think again, I will stand on this. I've watched all throughout that and has been the biggest detractor from Maxine Dupuis of that match with her and Becky. Pulled something out of it. It really might have been 12 minutes of slop, but the last 4 minutes of that 16 minutes were some of the best shit you've ever done and seen. Like, that's the thing. They woke the fuck up out of that.
Yeah, and I don't think the first 12 minutes were slop at all.
I'm not saying, yeah.
No, I agree with you. But even like little things, like she threw like a knee tonight, and she looked like she'd been throwing them all her life. Like she walked right through it. I thought it looked good.
The AI, they're learning.
Right? So, I mean, wait for her knees to clip backwards and her jump over the building.
Bro, she is Siri as a pro wrestler.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Jordan.
I'm sorry, Becky. I can't do that.
Right. So, no, I mean, at the end of the day, pumped. Almost a full 3-hour show. But yeah, a good start to the week. I mean, it's a big week. They're going to want to have a good week heading into Crown Jewel. So, I mean, that is Raw overall. Good job. I enjoyed it. Lots of intrigue. A lot of question marks. I give them credit tonight. I'm like, okay. Lots of things to kind of think about when you're not, the show's done.
But is the biggest thing of this wrestling week going into generals gathered in their masses?
Yeah,
batten down the hatches. Tomorrow is Title Tuesday,
right?
Versus it's still Invasion in my playbook. I didn't get the new version of calling it Showdown. But even still, even if we weren't having AEW, Showdown Invasion onto itself, is set up to be. Arguably, is it going to be better than Crown Jewel?
It'd be phenomenal if it is. It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, the two classic Survivor Series matches, a lot of intrigue, and the title match should be a lot of fun. I mean, again, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you fall on, guys. There really is, and we're going to continue to preach this as long as this channel is alive, that you can like both of these shows. Both things are possible. And if you happen to not like something either show do, that's allowed without being, enraged. I think Showdown could cook. Dynamite could surprise us. Maybe. But then Crown Jewel, I hope delivers. I hope it's not just another, it sounds really cool on paper, but it was kind of meh in actuality.
Will it outdo WrestlePalooza's C rating?
They need to. I mean, need is a strong word. From a
they need to. They need to.
I don't think it's a good look if you go back to back C
average.
Yeah. If it's another just fucking, wet rag thrown up in the air and hopes for the best, then I don't think they're doing the right shit. If you're saving all your bullets for a Survivor Series, you might lull some people into boredom on the way there.
And that's a bit of the issue, and that's why I still think that Showdown, even though it should be called Goddamn Invasion, still has the potential to be Show of the Week for me.
It really does. A lot of potential, a lot of intrigue going into this one. Again, Bound for Glory is on Sunday. Their Go Home is on Thursday. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of names involved. And, I mean, it's going to take, it should take a lot to beat this show. Even tomorrow night, I mean, we will know. We're going to have both shows up, and our attention will tell you what show's doing better. And it's
we don't want to go worry about new Nielsen ratings or how many people we have in our family. Oh, fucking Christ almighty. Tony's a statistic fucking analysis guy for the Jacksonville Jaguars but we got to make sure he's up to speed on the new fucking Nielsen ratings and everything, which, by the way, everybody's going to be watching on Max. But anyways, I digress.
Mason.
This to me is going to be the true litmus test of, again, yes, this is NXT going balls to the wall for it, but Tony, you had just the same opportunity to do exactly the same, and you chose not to.
Facts. And I mean, this time it is the vast majority of TNA talent and NXT talent. So for the fans out there, there's a certain pocket of people that believe that TNA is a joke, blah, 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 and NXT is garbage. These two are going to come together. So after the fact, you can't say, well, they pulled out all the stops. No, they used the people that are regularly on the show.
Right. Jose, who is this Nielsen guy? And why do I care about his ratings? Well, it's good old Willie Nielsen out there. He's got the finest vitamins out there.
Right. Oh, Willie. But Mason, yeah, just trying to get, that's funny as shit.
No, it has to be the Hardys because we're having the match versus the Dudleys.
Could they do that non-title though? You don't want the Dudleys to win the title?
Chili's parking lot?
Well, I'm just thinking, like, if the Hardys have the titles, I mean, I'm thinking Dark.
Do you have it to where the Dudleys win both titles again, so they got to be involved?
Yeah, no, see, I don't see that happening
one more time because Bully Ray, LFG, and we've got to solidify who has the most title reigns of all time.
No, I think you could do that match, Hardys versus the Dudleys without belts. So
you're trying to include the Dark State with the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys. We're gonna end this stream real fast.
The Dark State show up and fuck up that match altogether, put all of them through tables.
The Dark State should be a myth out there in the abyss of no, they don't even need to be in the same arena as that match.
Right. Willie, a legend. Let's go. But that's it. That's Raw. We're done. We're out. That's all we got. Go check out all our socials.
Again. I can't wait to get on the road again.
Go check out all our socials. Go check out all the fun stuff. Check out our videos below. If you have not seen it yet, I promise you it's a fun time. Go check out the Wrestling Trivia Challenge from Thursday. Geekbox on there, myself, Big Nick, all having our struggles with some that did not taste like anything that you should ever put in your mouth. But go check that out, and we got more coming your way. Busy week. Remember, 7:30 tomorrow. We're going on a touch early as a big day ahead. So that's it. Show up and show out, folks. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah, as Echo asking about the teams, and Boston reminded me that the Bills lost, in case I forgot. Don't worry, Boston. I didn't forget. But our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is all authentic. When you talk about that rest, you're able to put that full life with it.
Have a good night, folks. See you on the flip side. We got a battle tomorrow. Be here.